Hey guys, what is going on? It's Obadiah, and today we are back with another episode of Music Girl Hideout, the podcast where we make up the description every week because I've never written one down, but we interview people who do entertainment-based things and hang out and drink things. I'm here with co-host Ryan Poole, as always, and special guest Nathan Sepulveda. Yes, his name is just difficult for everybody, and I will throw it to the Ryan for the intro.
Well, today on the show we have Nathan Sepulveda, and Nathan is a not reading multi-instrumentalist, arranger, composer, and music teacher living in Nashville, Tennessee. I also, just for posterity, I'll read the description I wrote for our Instagram because I think it was better than his own description. Yes, please. I wrote, Nathan is a composer, music theory dictionary, and robot person.
Hello, Ryan. 10010.
I think that was what you just did was the best introduction to you possible.
And as always, hi Liz, thanks for coming to join us in the chat. And we always talk about what are we drinking tonight by Nathan's request.
Margaritas.
Woo!
So we got some fancy tequila, so fancy it has a sombrero on the top, and I'll put it over here on the ground. And some organic margarita mix from Tres Agaves.
Very
fancy. So, for the first thing, I'll set this up so I can actually see what people are saying. Beautiful. And so, none of these people know who you are.
Okay.
So let's start off with just, who are you? What do you do in a short? We'll go deep dive into each of those things, I'm sure.
Gotcha. Well, I was born to a poor black family in
No one's going to get that reference on the internet, though. They're all so young.
Racist.
I've never even seen that movie, honestly. I just seen it. Oh, anyway, so I'm Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
Hi, Ryan. And Jerry. No, I'm what was the question?
How about this? How'd you start in music?
Okay, so let me tell you this. I wouldn't say I was a prodigy, but some would say that. So, now I was about 11.
Really?
Yeah. No. So, I started playing piano when I was 11. And, because my brother played piano, and I wanted to play. And so, I asked my grandma to teach me some things. And I got good pretty quickly. I learned how to read, and I had a pretty good finger dexterity, so that helped me kind of progress quickly. So I did that, and then I started skateboarding for 2 years, and then I broke both my wrists. And but during that skateboarding time, I stopped playing music, and then I broke my wrist, and then I was like, I wasn't allowed to skateboard anymore, so I went back to music.
Oh, wow.
And I started playing guitar once my left hand healed. I started, being able to form chords, and then strum very weakly with my crippled. You guys can't see anything, but I have a scar right here, a screw and a bone graft, and a screw on this one.
Oh, wow.
And so, actually, I used to want to be a pro skater.
That ended that, I bet.
Yeah, that ended that, and I found something more practical like music.
Something so stable.
Yeah. Anyway.
Great. Last week we had Daniel Donato, who you know.
Yeah.
And Daniel was talking about how one of the reasons he went into music was because he sucked at skating.
Yeah.
It's like a similar story.
Yeah, I think I am him.
Except you didn't admit to sucking.
Oh no, I was decent. I did like a 360 flip once, and
my claim to fame is I did a kickflip once and landed it.
Oh
yeah.
Woo! You're like 2 steps below me, but it's okay. But anyway, so I stopped skating, started playing guitar, started playing at church pretty quickly, and found that I learned a lot better being around other musicians, and then so I did that for a while. Didn't really know what I wanted to do in high school, but anyway, I decided I wanted to be a composer when I was in 11th grade or something, because one of my piano teachers, he was a composer and arranger living in Hollywood. I thought that was I didn't know that was a real job. So I kind of realized that's something I kind of want to do, more than kind of what I wanted to do. So I decided to go to music school, did a bachelor's degree in composition.
Can you tell people?
Yeah.
What that is?
Well, hold on. Let me stop real quick and say, we got to say hi to people in the chat. We got to say, what's up, Matthias Gaming. We got The Chase Lemon, Kevin Prousey, and of course, the celebrity of the show, the real hero, Floppy Dongus.
Floppy Dongus, okay. Well, nice to meet you all. Ryan had a question for me. Yeah. I've never engaged with internet audience before, so this is new for me. I'm feeling my autism is arising.
That is a good way to describe you, Nathan. It's like almost autistic. Yeah, like
Band
just
name.
autism light, or
LT.
if there's a spectrum, there's a spectrum, right?
God.
If
really
like
going to the
dead
spectrum?
center,
Yeah.
Starting hard this podcast.
wait, if dead center is you're not yet on the spectrum, you're like just shy of center. Like,
See,
you know,
I almost find that offensive, but I don't because I
yeah.
see some merit to it, and anyway.
only somebody on the spectrum would say that.
Well, Alex Carr, if you ever watch this, he and I have talked about our. You guys all know him about our almost entering the spectrum before.
Yeah.
It's nothing new to me.
Which, by the way, I should have mentioned earlier. Nathan's going to show later on a computer program he created
Computer system, right?
that does a music thing.
Yeah.
We'll let
I'm
him
like, how do I
explain it when it
describe it?
happens.
I'll explain it real briefly.
perfect.
It is it's a computer system that generates and or chooses music and music examples by reading emotions read in facial expressions. So that wasn't that short. But basically,
pretty short.
you make expression, and it chooses music or creates music based on your expression.
And you program that?
Yeah.
And we'll,
Yes, we can talk about more
yeah,
about
we'll
later.
show it later.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We'll get
Show
there
us
through the progression.
Your neural networks.
But
Yeah.
also on top of that, you're also going to play piano for us.
Yeah,
You're going to
I'll-
play guitar for us.
Yeah.
You're going to sing for us.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to sing for us.
I can't sing.
I mean, you're welcome to try.
Yeah. But yeah, I do a lot of things, and I think the funny thing about this podcast from this experience is because you guys caught me at an interesting time where I'm kind of not sure where I want to go musically, and definitely want to stay in music, but like how I want to do things in my life, thinking about like I just have so many interests lately. It's kind of fun not to have an exact label. Like I liked what Ryan said: composer, arranger, robot, multi-instrumentalist. So yeah, I do a lot of things. But yeah,
So the question was, just for them,
yeah.
you're talking about composition.
Yes.
I think if you're not directly in music, you might not know what composing means. Or you might have an idea, but could you elaborate?
So composing, so I'll say it like in a traditional sense. I'll bring it into the kind of more modern. So traditional, like your people like Beethoven, Mozart, Tchaikovsky. Those are all composers. They write music, and that was their job. And basically, they compose music originally. So, and I mean, that's pretty clear, right? They write music. That's what a composer does.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think
okay.
that's pretty clear.
So, but in a modern sense, I feel like a composer has a lot of crossover with what some people call like a producer. I produce music. I write music, and occasionally that music is used in like short films, or I'll arrange music, which I've done that for a few of Ryan's projects.
And we actually have a video that we'll show a little later.
Oh yeah.
well.
I composed something for a short BMW clip.
Now, I don't know what Ryan asked you to or didn't tell you anything about preparing.
Yeah,
Normally we ask, hey, have a few songs ready to play.
yeah.
Do you have songs ready to play?
I can make things up. I'm good at improvising.
Okay.
Like, so I can make something up, but
Yeah, we usually like to go into a song.
Yeah, we
pretty
like to
early.
start a song fairly early so
you could
people
play
can see what
something,
you're all
Yeah.
Or
about.
we could show his BMW commercial.
If we
Yeah.
can start live, can we start live?
yeah, sure.
Do you care? I mean,
I
it's
don't care. I mean,
Well, I want people to see what you got, because right now you could just be making all this up.
Correct.
yeah. So I don't know. I'm kind of funny where I don't have like a ton of songs just prepared, but how about you kind of give me a mood or something, and I'll play off that.
Hold on, chat, give us a mood.
Okay, I'll play "Isn't She Lovely" because Ryan likes that.
Okay, never mind, it's already decided.
So I really like this song. I've been playing it for like 3 years, and I don't know why. I just really like Stevie Wonder, and I really like the chord progression of this song. I'll try to. My nails are a little long right now, but I'll try my best.
I don't know what's
So-
on mute here right now.
So for you people that aren't musicians, this is what's called an arrangement. So I took the song that already existed, and I arranged it for just solo guitar. So I'm going to maintain the chords, the melody, a little bit of the bass all at the same time. and I'll play probably like go through the head twice or something. So. All right, so as you can tell, that was kind of good, but one thing you guys will learn is that I'm kind of a lightweight, so I only had half a drink and I'm already feeling it quite a bit.
Perfect.
So anyway,
We are the Whole Bottle Podcast.
the whole bottle podcast. Well, I'll try my best to keep up. But anyway, so
Dude, we're already, almost.
You'd be
Dang.
surprised how fast the bottle goes.
okay. Anyway,
We
so
have backup beer.
I hope you enjoyed that. I thought it was all right.
I enjoyed it.
Cool. I really like that song. It's got great chords, great melody. It's just a good song to play. Anyway, so that was some live music.
Yay.
I fulfilled that rubric requirement.
Check. So before we kind of like,
Yeah.
you were talking about how you got your bachelor's
Yeah.
at San Diego State
San Diego State, yeah.
in
California.
no what degree? The United States.
It was actually, the title is kind of interesting. It was called Global Music Composition, which I like because it kind of meant I got to do whatever I wanted in terms of composing. They used to be kind of divided strictly into like traditional composition and electroacoustic composition, which are pretty odd. I'm not odd, but they're just so different. And then they created a new program for Global where you could kind of just write whatever you want, and everyone was cool with it. So I like that.
Except for one professor was definitely
Yeah.
not cool with
Yeah,
it, I bet.
yeah.
And he was like, fuck those guys with global composition.
Yeah. So that's actually pretty accurate. So now I've been at Belmont University, which direction, Ryan?
I feel like it's. Oh no,
No,
it is that way.
way.
I've been there for full school.
Now, we've never heard of Belmont
which is good.
University on this podcast before.
So Belmont University,
that was sarcasm.
Oh,
Almost
okay.
everyone we've talked to has gone to Belmont University, and I work there.
I've driven by many times.
oh yeah. So I go there doing a master's degree in what's called commercial music composition and arranging, and I'm almost done. That project I was telling these guys about earlier was my thesis to kind of finish all that up. So I'm doing that. Yeah.
What is a master's degree in music comprise of?
Okay.
And so what do you do? Why?
Yeah, why would you do it?
Well, let's start with the why.
Is it worth
Yeah.
it?
Actually, no. Let's start with the what and then the why. I feel like the why is it's a lot more.
Haven't you heard of Start With Why, though?
Yeah. what's your why, man? Anyway, so the what is it's a usually a 2-year master's and some focus in media composition, so like short form and long form, like short form being like commercials and long form being like films or even short films, which 20 minutes is actually kind of long to write music for. So some of that, some general production, like skill building, just working with all the latest like DAW tools and plugins. So like we did a lot of Native Instruments stuff, a lot of some Spitfire,
Like the skateboard wheels?
Yeah. Excuse me. So these are all tools that producers and composers use to write music.
Did you know we were going to give you such a hard time with everything you said?
I'm kind of getting insecure. I want to stop talking. Just kidding. Anyway, some basically production classes where we get a lot of critique, a lot of just advice, some music technology, just like general stuff about like audio engineering, and then some songwriting even, which I'm not a lyricist, so that was kind of weird and hard for me. They get some electives, so I took piano lessons with a world-class professor for a semester. That was really good for me. Did some arranging for big band, which I feel like, that's actually one of the most fun things I did in my degree is arranging for big band. So imagine you got like 4 trumpets, 3 trombones, 5 saxophones, drum set, guitars, and writing music for that whole ensemble. That's a ton of fun. So I really enjoyed that. Writing music for orchestra, did that. So whole 50-piece orchestra. Some other things, and a lot of it, and in Belmont in particular, it's to help you kind of get embedded within, like, 2 of the opportunities. You have what they call a apprenticeship with a local professional in kind of similar interests as yours. So we have a semester-long apprenticeship with someone. I did it with this guy named Dan Rudin, who produces and mixes a lot of music for Disney, particularly mostly musicals. Like pretty much any new Disney musical, he probably had some part in, like, or even new recording of a Disney musical. So that's pretty cool to be around like a really, really, really nice studio and seeing him work with a big 60-piece orchestra like on the daily. So that's pretty cool. So part of the degree is to kind of embed you in that like Nashville happenings of professional work. Yeah, so that's a lot of the what. The why is, for me, it was just I just want to learn more. Like, there's no job guaranteed from a master's degree in music. I think if you don't know that, you should know that. So just in case you're interested in studying music, but it's purely out of kind of love for music and just wanting to learn more. And yeah, that's why I did it. I think that's why a lot of people do it. And because there's really not a lot of guarantees. If no one's gonna like want to sign you up for a job when you get done. There's nothing like that, especially in the arts. So,
would you say it was worth the price?
The price, yeah,
like the literal dollar amount.
The literal dollar amount. I would. In the long, like,
because Belmont's not cheap.
It's not cheap.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, I know. He's what are you, a financial advisor?
Yeah, I do financial advising at Belmont.
Well, I just think like this is gonna make me either sound like really wise or really like arrogant, but money's just like a number. I don't know. Like your life's long, and you kind of things you want to do might be expensive. And thankfully, my wife has a good job, so we can pay it off. But yeah, I mean, I would say it's worth it. I would definitely change a few things about it personally to make it more worth it. But it was worth the. It's about $40,000 if anyone's wondering. So it's worth that amount.
I believe it's $19,420 per year. Per year.
Well, for a graduate, it's $1,140 per unit.
Per unit. Oh yeah, because your program.
Yeah. Anyway, so. That's what you asked me some more about it.
Interestingly, speaking of tangent of your wife and her good job, so a funny dichotomy is that Nathan's wife comes off as a very artsy, emotional girl, but she is a computer programmer.
Yeah.
And Nathan comes off, and I've watched a lot of Silicon Valley, so I know. Nathan comes off as a programmer, but is in the arts and in music.
Nerd.
So, maybe you guys should switch jobs.
Yeah, we talked about it, yeah.
Tradesies.
Yeah. You just show up and you're like, this is me now.
Yeah. This is my life now. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting dichotomy. I like that word. Anyway.
$2 word. Yeah. So now that you're in that and you're working on this project, which I know you alluded to a little bit.
Yeah.
But I know you probably have a lot to say about that.
Yeah, I could probably talk about it for like 4 hours if you guys really wanted me to. But
we don't.
Yeah.
Do you want to show the people and jump into it? Do you want to wait?
Or we can wait it out.
I want to wait a little bit.
You want to hold back the fancy.
Hold back. Yeah, you guys. I want to keep your what do you call these viewers?
Sure. People who do the viewing.
Yeah, viewing.
Viewing.
But
Well, real quick, where can people find you on the internet if they're interested in seeing more of your stuff?
Gotcha. So I'm on Instagram.
Liz, can you post a link to his Instagram in the chat?
Yeah, I am.
And a link to his website?
Yeah, I have a website which I don't do much on, but you could check it. I got some music on there, some info about me. And then if you want music lessons, look me up, Nathan Sepulveda, Nashville. I am one of the best rated music teachers in all of Nashville based on Thumbtack. So check me out there.
Check you
Thanks,
out.
Liz.
That's actually, if anyone's wondering, that's how I actually make money from music is teaching. I haven't been. I've done some other. It pays for the more fun things that I like to do.
Now, obviously, you got to be at least semi-local to take lessons, unless you do online lessons.
I do online lessons.
There you go.
Yeah. So mostly on guitar. Piano's a little awkward to do on video, but try it out. I don't know. We'll see.
Here's something I thought might be fun.
Yeah.
Can you, with like maybe the piano, give the viewers, they're all going to be at different musical levels, but like assume a viewer or a listener, whatever it may be, who has no musical backdrop, you're on like piano lesson number 1. Could you give like a 5-minute music lesson where they could walk away with something?
A music or a piano lesson? I know they seem the same.
Something using probably like something you can show on the piano, but you can do whatever you want.
Gotcha.
But like,
unfortunately, you can't see what he's doing.
You can't see it.
Unless I moved the camera, but that might be
a nightmare.
Yeah.
Life is a nightmare.
So they can't see the piano. So think about your podcast person who can't see. They can only hear right now. If you're just going to describe to them some basic music concepts, and play it for them so they understand.
Gotcha.
It.
Okay, so the first thing first is most of you probably have 2 hands. If you don't, it'll be a little tricky, but it might be a little hard. But most of you have 2 hands, and each hand has 5 fingers. So that seems a little really basic, but that's just something to be aware of. And we're going to number each of our fingers with our thumbs are going to be 1, pointer finger 2, middle finger 3, finger 4. Oops. When I was a kid, I wanted to flip people off, but I felt bad, so I'd go like this and pretend I was flipping them off so I wouldn't get in trouble. Anyway, this is finger 4, this is finger 5. And so that's just kind of orient your hands. You got to orient your hands. You got to know that these are finger 1. So when I'm talking to you, like finger 1, it's your thumb, finger 2, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so if you have a piano, the next thing to notice to kind of get oriented is that your piano is composed of, full-size piano is 88 keys, but this is like 61 keys. Anyway, but you have white keys and you have black keys. It's pretty obvious, but I want you to notice that the black keys are grouped in groups of 3s and 2s. All right, so we're going to go through each group of 3. I literally do this with the kids. I do that with them.
Okay.
And then groups of 2, so they can find their place. So now that you found the groups of 2, I want you to go directly to the left of them, the outside of the 2, and you're going to find your note C. I want you to put finger 1, your thumb on C. Oops. Anyway, so you can put your finger 1 on C, and then you can put finger 2 on the next note, which is a D. Next note, E, F, G. And I mean, you guys really can't see this, but I would show this to you a little more. And we learned that this is a C, D, E, F, G. Kind of go through that a few times. And I asked you, do you want to play Ode to Joy or Jingle Bells? What do you want to play?
Jingle Bells.
Da, da, da. So your first note's going to be E. It's on your middle finger. You can do it 3 times. And again. Now E, G, C, D, E. And we go through that whole song. And mind you, I mostly teach children. So this is my... But I do teach some adults. But even with adults, I start off with the same, just orienting yourself with your fingers and the piano. That makes things a lot easier. Makes communication between me and the student easier, between you and the instrument a lot easier. But a lot of adults, they want to learn some chords. Especially in Nashville, I teach either people that are amateur musicians or want to be professional musicians, and they come to me and they want to learn piano or guitar better. They usually can sing pretty well already, but they don't play that well, or they want to learn a different instrument. So for me, for them, I usually focus on chords, and we talk about like, okay, we can learn a C chord pretty easily from that first position, and then we could learn like some inversions of different chords. So we learn an F chord, and then an A minor chord. I'm not going to explain this in detail, but I teach them these chords. And and I teach them a basic chord progression. So in music, we call this a 1, the 6, 4, 6, 5 chord progression. And then we kind of sit with that for the first week, just get good at playing that one progression, and then we slowly add different chords and different types of progressions, and then we apply it to a song they already play, maybe on guitar already, or the song they already sing, and I kind of work with them with where they're at and bring them to where they want to be at whatever pace they're going. So, yeah. Where'd my drink go? Anyway, so yeah, I teach a lot. I taught, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4. I taught 6 lessons today, which is
6 today?
Yeah.
What are they, half-hour spots?
Some hours, some 45 minutes, and some half hours. So all over the place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now, what do you charge? Or is it just secret, individually negotiated prices?
You guys want to know? I
do
charge
want- I wanna
between... the range is going to be very big. People probably have some questions about this. I charge between $50 and $120 an hour.
What if the special saw you on the podcast coupon?
So on podcast, probably I'd say let's do half hour at $25.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's actually a good deal.
Yeah.
I know for sure we do have one person on the podcast who is local. Don't know if they're into music. They're like animals.
Hoomst.
Hoomst.
Yeah. Hoomst.
Liz,
Oh, hey,
who's also
Liz.
my moderator,
Okay.
is somewhere nearby. I'm not going to point out where she's at since she's a 17-year-old girl. And also, I only kind of know myself, which is how it should be.
But Liz, if you'd like to,
Exactly, Liz.
Yeah.
if you'd like to learn music from a robot, you could look Nathan up on Thumbtack.
Yeah. But yeah.
He's a nice robot.
00101. Anyway, yeah. So that's my teaching career. I've been doing that for about 7 or 8 years. How old am I? I'm 25.
So you've been teaching since you were 17, 16?
18 actually.
18?
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah. 7 years.
Now,
7
going
years.
back to that age, what age did Jury and I meet you?
You met me at 18.
So when Nathan was
19.
18,
I know. I just turned 19. I just had turned 19 when I met you. You probably met me slightly before. Yeah.
So when we used to, if you watch the episodes where Jury and I have showed clips from the band we
The
used to be
story
in,
of us.
yeah, check out episode number something called The Story of Us. But anyway, we used to be in this pop country band, and one time we had to do practice at a different location, and we did it at Nathan's house.
Did that ever happen?
Yeah, it
I
did.
feel
Actually, it was in preparation.
No.
Yeah, yes.
We never practiced.
This happened.
It
It was in preparation because you were going to go record. He was going to be on the song.
That was at Ben Woods' house. It wasn't my house.
Oh, well, you were involved.
Yeah,
and
I
I
was
was,
You were there. I thought it was your house.
we don't give a crap about Ben.
Error.
So we met you at that practice.
Yeah.
And
Is that
then
where we met him?
I believe so.
Is that,
or at least
didn't
I was
meet-
told that he
No, I
existed.
definitely knew who you were before then.
Yeah, I was kind of a celebrity when I started going to Foothills.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No. Anyway, no. I can't remember exactly when I met.
Met
Either
you
of you.
somewhere around that time, and then Nathan came and played keyboards for the songs for that band that we did in the studio later. But also, Nathan and Jerry and I were all in a band together, the Party Band,
Yeah, the party band.
the party band.
That was fun.
at my going away party when I left from San Diego to Nashville for the first time. I did this huge party, and we had a band that played 7 songs, and Nathan played guitar, and Jerry played guitar. Nathan also played keys.
I
Yeah.
also played keys, if you remember, for one song.
I don't remember.
I don't remember what song it was. I had like 2 notes I had to play.
On keys?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Huh,
Yeah,
I kind of remember
for
that.
one song I had to do like at a certain time, like doo, doo, or something like
probably
ridiculous. You
that,
just need someone to play it. Only time I played.
Yeah, I
keys.
don't remember.
So anyway, I've known Nathan for a long time going back, and he's played keyboards for me on a bunch of songs over the years.
Very cool.
Yeah. So that's true.
That was the totality of that.
The totality of that entire thought.
Yeah.
So, along with your compositions and doing stuff, I don't know if you did this for school or if you did this for your own personal fun time, but you were at one time hired for $1 million by BMW.
I wish, but no. I can't say where I got this video from, but I got it from someone that was working with BMW.
Oh,
And
so it's hella sketchy.
yeah, so don't share it, but I shared it. but
just with you guys.
just with you guys. And anyway, but yeah, it's I think I did a pretty good job. It was actually a class project, but I think it captured my scoring capabilities pretty well at the time. This is about almost.
So break it down for us. So you started with a BMW commercial without music. You added music.
Yeah.
So what are the steps in that?
Well, in this case, the client, which was my professor, I'll stop doing that. They kind of they have the film already. They have the little bit of the voiceover and some textural sounds. I think this one has a little bit of.
And in case we made clear, this is a BMW commercial.
Yeah, BMW. Commercial. And so basically, you identify what the client wants. What was actually provided by BMW and then relayed by my professor was classy, somewhat masculine, but not too overt, modern, and clean, which are all kind of buzzwords. They don't have too much weight to them. But we could kind of deduce like what they're going for a little bit from those terms.
Yeah, those words don't tell you like, oh, it should be like a C and then an A.
Yeah.
But you understand the vibe, and then you're trying to compose music that makes people feel those words.
So basically, you go through the film or the commercial is kind of sections. And there's a narrator that you could kind of frame the story in 3 different chunks. So I kind of hit one chunk at a time, and I didn't perfect it. But once I found I found something good for the first chunk, I got on to the next chunk, and then go to the next chunk, and then it was time to edit. You kind of go back and forth between the client and figuring out like what works, what doesn't work, and then it's kind of a painstaking process at that. I think anyone that does any sort of editing of artistic things I don't know. I'm not sure if you feel this way, Ryan, but like I hate editing things because unless they're like absolute edits. If I like start with something strong and someone wants some things changed, like it's usually like a painstaking process for me because I was already satisfied with what I had done, and then I have to go through it. And oftentimes, not all the time, but I feel like it ends up being the better for it. Like I think anything that's good takes hard work and like multiple revisions. That process, this process has taught me time and time again to not be satisfied with my first attempt, even though it's probably pretty good. That the best is somewhere in that.
Yeah, it's typically the best yet to come. Yeah, I'm sure you've been on that end of that process with me when I've hired you to compose for things.
Yeah,
where it's like you've created something that you're happy with, and then you've sent it, and then to now have another perspective on it, like, can be frustrating.
Yeah,
I've found that typically when you send somebody what you feel is a final piece of work, and then they want changes, typically they're only looking for about like 15%, 20% difference.
Yeah.
In the end.
That sounds like a lot.
It may or may not be, but I mean, like,
math is hard.
Like a fifth. Yes. Like, hey, this thing you did that you think is amazing, a fifth of it, bullshit. Cut it out. Redo it the way we want.
But often what they want, though, is like, when out of those 20% of directions, a lot of them are going to be things like raise the volume of this one part by a small amount. And like typically it's things like that. But I don't know, most clients need to feel that they contributed and had something to say about what you presented to them. But most of the time,
makes sense.
You're fairly close.
Like every other medium, I think that completely makes sense. Like I get some input on how you do my landscaping because it's mine and I'm paying you for it.
It's just weird when it comes to the creative side because it's completely subjective. So like you create something that you feel is subjectively very good. And the hard time is sometimes you have people that like know less than you and want something that you feel is more wrong than what you've created. Or like sometimes you disagree. But in general, I would agree with you, Nathan, that usually when you go back and make their changes, and usually you take the 20% they want different and you do half of it. And then the other half you kind of fudge a little bit or you convince them it doesn't matter. But then you reapproach your work with new eyes, and it usually comes out better for it. Gotcha.
I totally agree. The funny thing when you're dealing with a visual medium is that I think that process in combination with music makes that process even more difficult because if your piece of music, music is metric, it's usually pretty steady beat, and they want something shifted over to match a different, you call it a hit in the visual, like or a beat. They want, say, you'll see an example when we show the thing with a car door closes. You would call that a hit, something
right.
to latch onto. But imagine if there was another hit a little bit before that they also wanted to match onto, but that doesn't line up with the grid of your musical beat. You have to change that whole section to be able to match both hits. So it takes a lot more of recomposing something when dealing with the visual medium, I feel like.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because it's not just the music, it's
how the music interacts with the visual.
Exactly. So any time-based changes are a lot more drastic can be more drastic when dealing with a film or commercial or something like that. So anyway, a lot of editing, and then at the end, if everyone's happy, you have it. Yeah, you want to show it? I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No one's ever talked this much about a BMW commercial ever. Not even at BMW.
All right, so this is the exactly what he's been talking about here the whole time.
Is it completely buffered?
Well, I mean, it won't completely buffer because the YouTube doesn't work that way.
Really?
Yeah, YouTube buffers usually up to a certain amount, which is theoretically enough time. By the time it catches up, it'll buffer that same amount again.
Okay. What are you eating there,
I think he's
partner?
eating oatmeal.
Oatmeal.
Oh.
I'm eating oatmeal.
Didn't you,
You
offer
didn't have to
oatmeal?
call it
You
out,
offered
though.
oatmeal.
I did offer oatmeal.
So anyway, before we get to this,
Yeah, absolutely.
because I know this podcast is about fun too, right?
Yeah.
So on the way here, I was
When you say it like that, it sounds less fun.
How'd you make fun sound so sad?
that's funny. So on the way here, I was really hungry and I was getting a little hangry, and I called my wife. I'm like, "Hey, can you bring me food to eat while I'm going to be on the podcast?" Mm-hmm. And she's like, "No." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, watching someone eat food is disgusting. And I thought, I was like kind of perturbed at first. I'm like, come on, I just want some food. And then, and then I thought of that, like, maybe watching me eat Chipotle would be a little...
Well, little do you know, there's a whole corner of the internet that is set out just to watch people eat food.
Yeah.
It's a thing. I forget
Is that feeders?
No, it's called, I forget what it's called. If somebody in chat knows what it's called, let me know. It's weird, and it's just watching someone eat food. Some people might love that here.
Oh. Well, she said if I really want something, she'll Postmate me something. So we'll see how long we'll be here for.
Long enough to worthy having food.
Oh, okay. Well,
We never know.
would do
It's
it.
kind of a wild card.
Yeah, it's completely.
Because we've had episodes that are
Wild card.
2 hours. We've had episodes that are 5 hours.
Who's
Now,
the 5-hour one?
Alexander Wren got real weird.
Okay. This
But
is
in a good
Kylo
way.
Ren's uncle.
In a good way.
Alex.
Yeah, this is Kylo Ren's younger brother.
Anyway.
All right. Let's show this thing.
Yeah. I think you guys will like it.
I've seen it.
Yeah. I think.
But they might like it. I mean, not that I didn't like it. I
Listen
liked
with good ears, por favor.
it. They probably all have gaming headsets.
Is that,
or laptop speakers.
is that Turtle Lagoon? I don't game.
There's Turtle Beach.
I was joking.
Oh. All right. So here we go. Here is the thing.
We do not design cars. We trigger feelings. Every line we draw. Every detail we debate. Every form we create. Every solution we find. Every model we finish. Everything we do has one purpose. We want to release emotions. Our automobiles are not just the end of a creative process, but a beginning. The beginning of adventures and memories. The beginning of unique dynamics. The beginning of unforgettable moments and recurring beauty. The beginning of passion. Dedication. love. BMW design is the beginning of an emotional experience. Our automobiles are the beginning of emotion. BMW design, the beginning of emotion.
And we're back.
Already?
Already, well, it's a commercial. It's not.
Oh yeah, it's not that long.
Yeah, it's not like a 12-minute song.
Yeah.
Not like when we had. If people remember a few weeks ago, we had Benjamin McAnally, McAnally.
I don't know.
Who was a bass player in, which we were just talking about a little off, not off line. He was a bass player in Lines in the Sky, this prog rock band he was on. And so there we couldn't play any live music. And then you said, I got a funny story. And then you're like, let's wait till we're back live. And that was my connection.
Oh, I see. So I want to say a funny story about prog rock.
Okay.
So then I'll ask for comments about the BMW thing. So last summer, me and Ryan were at House of Blues Studios recording for Roger Yeager, which he is. I think,
Roger was on the second episode,
guest.
and we've seen Roger play live a number of times on the show.
Nice,
Cool.
Yeah. So we're recording at House of Blues, and one of the.
Oh, though, real quick, because we actually mentioned you on the show before.
Oh, really?
And I forgot because I didn't make the connection. But when we watched Roger's video for Elevator.
Oh, I'm in there.
Nathan was the one playing keys on the roof, which I think we'd be like, hey, that's Nathan. We'll have him on the show sometime.
Yeah.
and here you are.
Here I am.
Okay, sorry. Anyways, go ahead.
Serendipity.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we're at House of Blues Studio, and this guy, the studio help guy, came over, and we're like, hey, who's in the Studio A or whatever? And they're like, oh, it's this prog rock band. We're like, oh, cool. Is it pretty intense? And prog rock's really fast and changing time signatures. And he's like, no. We're like, oh. He's like, well, they're a prog rock band. They're from Prague. Oh. And they're a rock band. It was the single funniest thing in my entire life.
Wow.
No, it's pretty hilarious.
Joish Jin, thanks for coming to hang out.
But yeah, anyway, that was my note.
That's funny.
Prog rock. So, any comments?
Yeah, so if you guys tell us what you thought about that, the
okay, I'm not
BMW.
insecure.
Yeah. Make sure to say good things. We couldn't hear it on our end. I mean, I saw it when you first posted it on Facebook. But there we go. And we'll see. We'll see if people have comments. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
That's fine.
It's not bad if they don't, though.
That's okay.
But it might be bad if they don't.
So, anyway, what's up, man?
Oh, that was not like I thought you were about to go into something.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So on top of you play guitar,
Yeah.
you play the keys,
Yeah.
you play the laptop apparently,
Apparently,
the
yep.
face, you play the face.
I play the face.
Which
That's
we'll get
absolutely-
into in depth, I'm sure, here in just a few minutes.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
for Ryan to get back for that one. Kevin Prousey says, rather nice composition.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Thanks for listening.
And now, what else do you play?
So, oh man, I wish I brought some stuff. I play a lot, but not a lot. So pretty much most things that are string related, I could play and or figure out pretty quickly. So I play the dulcimer, which
The dulcimer.
do I have?
Which I know what a dulcimer is, but I'm sure no one here knows what the hell a dulcimer is. That's not a common...
Yeah, a dulcimer, man, I wish I had it. Okay, so a dulcimer is actually specifically the Appalachian dulcimer is what I play. It's a 3-stringed double course instrument, meaning it has 2 strings. Then it has the 3rd string is a double string. If anyone's ever played a 12-string guitar, each string has 2 strings.
Just doubled up.
Double that.
Yeah. So when you're
Double
striking
that.
one, you're strumming 2.
Exactly. So it's a 3-string instrument that is the way it's designed. It's not like a piano. So your piano has every note. Mm-hmm. Dulcimer only has the pretty notes, which doesn't have any of the in-between notes between the nice scales. So it's actually a really peaceful and nice sounding instrument to play. It's limited because it doesn't have any of the special notes or any of the, we call them non-diatonic notes, if anyone wants to know the technicalities. Anyway, so I play that. It's pretty cool. I really wish I had one with me. I also play bass, but I feel like, honestly, anyone that plays guitar can kind of play bass. It's almost the same thing. Except, it's a little, I don't know. Ryan, how did I do the
should call him better than
bass?
Oh, I think you did a really good job.
Cool.
I think there is
There's a difference,
a
but a little
15
bit.
to 20% difference between a person who to the next level up to a person who really plays bass. I think the main difference between a guitar player playing bass and a bass player playing bass is a really good bass player has a certain sense of rhythm and where to put the bass in.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like those crazy high-level bass players, like the famous ones, like the three that people actually know,
Yeah.
that's like a whole other thing. That's not as easily translatable. Like, slap bass is not as easily translatable from playing a good guitar player.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
there
I'm just
are-
defending bass players everywhere.
Yeah. There's techniques in bass playing that definitely set those kind of bass players apart. But also, I think a fully dedicated
That's not
bass
actually
player
playing, is it?
understands like where to put their notes differently than how a guitar player might, because they're serving a different role.
Yeah.
But you did a good job.
Thanks. So I play bass. Ukulele. Play ukulele. I teach ukulele. Honestly, I mostly play ukulele because I teach it. But what else do I do? I used to say I play saxophone, but honestly, it's been like 10 years since I touched one, so I don't really count it anymore. But
Fair enough.
But I can pick it up if I really
If you had
try.
to for something.
But
Now, I have an important question.
yeah.
Well, hold on, before we get into an important question. Josh Jin, which I have no idea if that's how you pronounce your name, wants to know where we're from. And we're all from San Diego?
Well, yeah, this is weird.
But we're all living currently in Nashville.
But not only in Nashville, we're living in the same apartment complex.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and we live in the same part. That's so
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah.
We live 2 buildings down.
Yeah.
And
It's not that weird. We all live there because
We all know each other.
we all know each other and
It's a
found
good
Connie.
deal.
we don't actually do song requests. I don't know why you guys try to do song requests. That's currently a feature that's turned off on the stream. Nice try.
Yeah, sorry. I don't even know that song.
No, I have it set up so people can type a command in and it'll play a song from YouTube when I'm playing the game.
Oh, interesting.
But I have that turned off, obviously, because that would make no sense.
I see.
But you keep trying.
That's pretty funny.
So, an important question.
Yes, Ryan.
Jury. This is a very important question.
Oh, is this the question?
Yeah,
Wow, we've never asked the question this way.
I know. I just...
You feeling
It
like
felt
this is the
right.
time? Are
It
you going to
felt
ask the
right.
question?
Jerry?
Oh, God. Oh, my God. That's so unexpected.
We'll ask it together as always, but Nathan, this is a very important question, and it can't be taken lightly, and you can't think about it.
Okay.
There's no time for thinking, because this can't come from your computer brain. It has to come from your artist's soul.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel it.
Jury.
Oh, I'm asking. Okay, I thought you were
Take it
doing it. I
away.
was going to let it roll. So he set it up for you. Now remember, I need to answer right away.
okay.
Because if you think... No thinking.
Okay.
This is all about your heart
Okay.
and your soul,
Okay.
not your brain.
Okay.
If you had to pick,
Yes.
And you do.
and you do,
All right.
what would you say? Now, we ask this question of every person we have on here. So we
Every
have
single
answers
one.
to compare against.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
there is a
For a
set of
computer
data.
to go through and analyze.
Exactly. So that we know who's the best. So if you have to answer,
Yeah.
And you
and
do.
you do.
Wait, who's the best?
Who?
Okay.
Sorry.
Not
What?
who. What?
What would
Would
you
you
say is your favorite kind of turtle?
Box.
Box turtle. It's kind of a basic bitch kind of turtle.
You made me,
It's from his soul, man.
It's
You
from
can't
his soul,
criticize
right.
his soul. That was
a
quick.
basic bitch of a soul. I don't know what to tell you.
Your soul's
Box
amazing.
turtle. Now, is there a reasoning behind box turtle?
It's the first thing that
Or
came
is
to
it
my
the
mind.
only turtle that you've ever heard of?
No, I love lots of turtles, mind you, but you put me so on this time constraint that I wasn't able to deal with.
So why is box your favorite?
Even if you didn't know it was your favorite before, now we know.
Now we know. Yeah, just I mean, there's a term I can't remember in what field, but when you think like, so what's the most doggy kind of dog? It's probably like
Labrador,
a
golden
Labrador.
retriever, pit bull,
What's the most birdy you kind of know?
parrot,
A dove or
cockatoo,
so, there's the most prototypical.
Sparrow.
There's the most
canary,
Canary. No. Well,
Amazon parrot, macaw,
you're
Bald
matching-
eagle.
Okay, so what's
and all the birds.
so there's a most prototypical type of anything, right?
Liz, can you please put a picture of a box turtle in the chat?
There's no, we can't put pictures in the chat. You know,
Well, a link to a picture.
And mind you, this came from my heart, so I didn't think of it this way. But obviously,
but now we're deep diving.
We're deep diving.
Obviously, it's down there.
It's down there, and I just think the turtle I love most is the most turtley looking turtle, and I think box turtles are probably pretty
Classic turtle.
Yeah, classic turtle. That's probably the easier way of saying what I was trying to say. Just a classic turtle, man.
You just want the stripped down version.
Yeah.
Just the simple,
No
basic.
mods.
No
Yeah.
mods, yeah. The acoustic turtle, as it is. Box turtle. The acoustic turtle. No one's ever sold more box turtles in their life than me.
But mind you, I saw a turtle meme the other day that had some weird looking turtles, and I wish I had it to show. It was a weird looking turtle.
Ironically, I would say that your shirt looks a little bit like a shirt I would wear. It looks
Yeah.
like a turtle pattern.
Probably because you think Ninja Turtle, and then you think Ninja must be Warrior, and think Warrior must be Army.
Actually, nowadays we
and
think
then
Ninja, we think Fortnite.
Nathan, Army of One.
Army.
But
Are you looking at Box Turtle?
someone just posted a link of a picture of box turtle. It's taking a minute to load. Our internet's like all weebly wobbly.
That's cool.
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not good.
Do that again, my friend.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Box turtle. Yeah, no, look at the pattern on Nathan's shirt and look at the box turtle and tell me they're not related.
Well, you can't see them at the same time. They can see either the display or the camera.
Well,
There's turtle.
I think they've been looking at me this the whole time. I think. Oh wow,
Yeah.
that is.
It is pretty spot
Wild.
on.
It's like the same color scheme.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you guys are onto something with that question.
I know.
So you made me think that question was gonna be a lot more heart wrenching, but it actually was. It ended up being so.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
how we really get to know someone. You know, some people, it's like when you go to a job interview, they ask you the same kind of questions every time. You know what I mean? You're already prepared.
Yeah.
They never ask you to think on your feet. They never ask you to really come up with something real.
Yeah.
And that's where that question comes from.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
What
you.
happened, Liz? You're like, where do we even go from there? Well, might as well just jump right into. There's two things I want to do.
Yeah.
There's two, and I'll let you decide.
Okay.
First off, I want to hear you just rip it on the piano,
Okay. Wow. Okay.
just like a beast. 'Cause I know you're. I don't know how well I've heard you play
Jazz
piano.
and
I know it's
stuff.
good. Yeah. Just something cool. I want to hear something cool on the piano
Okay. Something
because
cool.
we've never had someone on the show who does piano. And I want to take full advantage of that because it's a fairly complicated setup we had to do to make it work. So we're playing all the piano. Also, I want to start getting into your project because your project's going to need a lot of explaining.
Yeah.
And what?
Yeah.
And there's, and we haven't
we have a
finished the bottle
demonstration.
yet, so it's
Yeah.
going to be easier now than later.
I'm gonna have trouble keeping that, but I'll.
So it's up to you what you want.
What I wanna
Which
do?
one of those do you want to delve into? I know I put you on the spot with the piano thing. You're
Yeah,
like,
I mean, you put it here in front of me. It can't be that on spot, but
you're
Why don't
surprised
we
it's your
play
own
some
damn
piano and then talk about your project?
yeah, I was gonna kind of. I'll meander a bit, and I'll find something that I like on
Okay,
piano.
cool.
I'll play a bit.
And you can talk through it as well if you'd like. You can
Okay.
share. You can. We'll leave your mic up so you can talk about what you're doing if you'd like to.
So I'm not really sure what I'm playing yet, and I just want to play what I'm feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
between Mr. Rogers. I don't know. They kind of came out kind of interesting. I like that though. So that was kind of jazzy. You guys have any questions about what I played? It might be fun to go into. If any, I'll try to keep it high level. I mean, like high level as in non-detail oriented. If you have any questions,
Sure.
yeah,
I don't even know what kind of question to ask when it comes to piano. I'm just like, that sounds cool.
yeah.
Made me feel nice.
Made you feel good. I like that. Yeah, that's a nice feeling chord, right? Right, how's that make you feel, Jerry?
All right.
All right.
Well, relaxed.
So that's called what we call a major 9 chord. So we go from a basic F chord. Feels good. 9 a little, 7's a little more sophisticated. Go up to a 9. Feels a little like just big and oh, I had a wrong note there, but so that's kind of a harmony I really like. It's a ninth, and then I went over to this chord. Very tense sounding. Hear that?
Yeah.
That is what we call a 7 flat 9. I got a sharp 5 in there. You guys hear that?
Yeah.
To a minor 9. To a 7 flat 5. I mean flat 9. Also kind of tense sounding.
Yeah.
And this is 13 sus. So pretty complicated names in there, but they all. I just really like the really sophisticated sounding chords because they just have more. I feel like they have a little bit more behind them.
I've heard people say before that music is all about tension and
our mics
release. They are on.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cool.
I've heard people say music's all about tension and release. Can you play something and illustrate that?
Yeah, I can. So that's actually kind of leads me into my project. I'll be able to talk about my project.
look at that.
Basically,
Segue.
It's like we know
Segue.
what we're doing.
so I'll talk about tension and release more specifically first. So we have very stable sounding sonorities. Like, that feels like you're done. You're solid.
Strong.
But a very unstable sounding sonority is
When you say sonority, what do you mean?
sound. Yeah. So there's not quite a theory, but it's just an idea that music is, like Ryan was saying, is built out of tension and release, and that's how you get forward movement in music, is by kind of the balance of tension and release. So if I just kind of play. Those are all pretty stable, and there's nothing wrong with completely stable music. Lots of music. made
Sounds
that
like the
way.
intro to a sitcom in the 90s.
Yeah. But if I do if I want to play this melody, it's pretty stable sounding melody. But I can make it sound a lot more tense by adding some different harmonies behind it. So, but I'm gonna land on a more stable sounding one versus you don't really want to leave. I mean, unless for a specific effect, you don't really want to leave something on tension like. Yeah, it's pretty tense sounding. But you could, I mean, if you want that effect, go for it by all means. But I think it's pretty
You're
accurate.
playing a lot of tension with very little resolution. It's making me uncomfortable.
Yes, yeah, that's a resultant effect of kind of all these. So that was see how I landed on a more stable thing. I went from.
Resolve it!
So that's a little more. Anyway, so I mean that's kind of just a basic. I wouldn't say basic concept, but just that some sounds are tense and some sounds are stable sounding, and you could kind of provide forward motion by the balancing between the two. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear that old story that like Beethoven's dad would like play a scale but not finish it, and Beethoven Unless I'm talking Mozart. No, I think it was Beethoven. Like-
either case, it wasn't true, but you could use whatever name you want.
He'd like wake up in the middle of the night, like
Yeah.
he couldn't let it be unresolved, and he'd come down to the piano and finish it.
Yeah, so like this would be the story, like yeah.
If you want.
Peer pressure.
Welcome to the Peer
We
Pressure
also have some
Podcast.
ice
Oh, beautiful.
and some. You can use your hand. We don't mind.
I mind. I'm around kids all day.
Kevin says Moonlight Sonata.
It's his favorite.
Did you play that, or is he requesting it?
I mean, I can play that, but
You can?
well, part of it, like I
Floppy
from
says
memory.
peer pressure. I'm thinking of a very hard decision. It feels like I'm
There's no lyric to this
the
song.
dark night of the soul.
I think that's Moonlight Sonata. I'm not really sure. It sounds a lot like it to me, though. But
It's actually you just pull it out of their ass is pretty good. Anyway, regardless.
Off the top of your head, can you play Journey, Don't Stop Believing?
oh yeah, what key is it in?
E. Everybody wants to rule the world.
That one's hard.
I like this game.
Yep. Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. We will find you acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the world.
Why are you singing like you're on the spectrum?
Trying to sound British.
Anyway,
You know
so that
how
was
they
that
do.
one.
Now the-
Yeah.
That one's kind of pretty cool. I like that one. It's just really.
What can you do any Led Zeppelin though?
Uh,
On keys.
but, how's it go?
Oh.
Trying to play Daisy Keys. How's it go?
Stairway to Heaven guitar solo.
Guitars. you need a double neck keyboard for that. Really hard to translate.
But
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
He teaches kids. Eleanor Rigby.
Oh, yeah.
man,
That's hard because it's.
I don't know that
Strings.
One. That was
Yeah.
It sounds like it, but it's probably not it.
I look at all the lonely people. Lonely people. Yep. That's good. Yep. I look at all the lonely people. And Yep.
Something like that. That's like a nice.
Almost there. Yeah.
That's pretty good for saying I don't know that and then pulling it straight out of your ass.
Yeah. What else could we do that with?
I know. This is a great game.
Yeah, I actually love this game. I'll play guitar. Guitar's.
Okay, yeah, let's do guitar.
I feel a little more
All
comfortable on guitar right now.
I'll unmute the guitar.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, we'll see if I can play something, but.
Get the mic over just a little bit towards the sound hole. That's great.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got? Well, given your sad showing of Led Zeppelin.
I know. What do you want to hear?
Johnny Be Good.
That's not Led Zeppelin.
I wasn't looking for Led Zeppelin.
Something like that. That was terrible.
Hey, you played notes just like are in that song.
Something like that. I don't know, man. What do you want to hear? You had a question.
Okay, let's go with
Led Zeppelin?
Yeah, let's go with Led Zeppelin. What Zeppelin do you know?
Keeps on going for a while.
Yeah. And then it plays that same thing.
Is this that song that
That's-
says Mordor?
He does say Mordor.
Yes, he does.
From the gates of Mordor.
James Jansen?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I heard this was from a meme. Guys, I know.
Oh,
Yeah, you didn't catch that?
well, I kind of heard it.
I heard this song was from a meme. Have you guys heard this?
What?
I heard it was used in a meme before.
I don't know.
Okay, I thought you guys were memers.
I mean, I use pictures. I don't listen to audio ones. So
That sounds
James
familiar. What song
Jansen,
is that?
what do you think you could call out that Nathan here could just play off the top of his head with no prior knowledge or preparation?
I've got one.
Okay.
Toto by Africa. I mean, Africa by Toto.
That's the most memeiest of songs.
Yeah, it's the
Okay,
meanest.
okay. I just need a little bit of hum to get me there. How's it go?
James says happy birthday. National anthem. That's some basic bitch songs, James. We need something more difficult. Anybody can play those, and not me though.
Oh, I thought you were reading that. I was
National.
like, all right.
Can you do the national anthem?
No, he said happy birthday, national anthem. I'm like,
What? At the same time?
at the same time, that's
Happy-
the challenge.
Happy birthday to the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, we're devolving here. All right, what's something? Okay, so actually, let's play some guitar. What do you got? What's something that's actually that you know fairly well? That's
about
something that's cool,
Jesse's Girl?
A little more poppy
What
that
about
people will
Jesse's
know.
Girl?
A little more poppy people will know.
Bum, 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 bum. Is that how it goes?
Yep.
This is the same thing for a while.
Yep.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Well, that'd be a tricky one on guitar. Or piano even. I'm trying to think of it.
Oh.
Jesse was your friend.
He's a good friend of mine. Lately something's happening hard to define. Jesse's got himself a girl and I wanna make her mine. Ran out of air.
Wait, I just got a brilliant idea, and it's okay if you want to do
Let's
it.
do it.
Yeah, just
I
do
don't
it.
sing.
We're kind of winging it here.
I like playing music, and I like when other people sing.
Okay.
And Ryan sings.
We're starting a band?
We're starting a band.
Woo!
Um,
Can Jerry play 2 notes on the piano?
That's my favorite thing.
I'm just kidding, we don't have to play that one.
All right, so yeah, that's a great idea. Play something, Ryan will sing.
Yeah, what do you want?
We had
have reverb?
we played this exactly. So for everybody on the podcast, we planned this exactly 0% that this would happen. This is just kind of what we devolve into.
never planned
We never planned anything.
That's what makes our show great.
That's okay, we're not gonna play that song. I bet it's not really appealing to your crowd.
Everybody knows that song. It's a great song. Knows it. Try not to break things though.
I think you gotta give me a sec. You're playing Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta give me a sec. Sorry. Yeah, just keep the feels going.
Good. Let's do it.
Whoa! Can you hit the control button?
Ryan, do you know I Will Follow You Into the Dark by Def Jam and Cutie?
of course,
You wanna
yeah.
play that one instead? Or you wanna play this
I could do both.
Whatever your little heart desires. Let's get some music going
Okay.
on Music
Well,
Girl Hideout
bro, you-
live.
He's playing music right now. You gotta... Check. Whoa, I got reverb.
one? Nice. You
I'll never get no
where I
reverb.
have to go to the bathroom.
Huh? Okay, let's see. When da 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 da.
Wow.
I don't know words. And I can't lift you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? And will your eyes still smile from your cheeks? 'Cause honey, your soul could never grow old, it's evergreen. It's a really hard song to sing. And honey, your smile forever in my mind and memory. I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways. Maybe just a touch of a hand. And me, I fall in love with you every single day. And I just wanna tell you I am. So honey, now take me into your loving arms. Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Oh darling, place your hand on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud that maybe we found love right where we are. What was the other song?
I Will Follow You Into the Dark.
I also have
That one?
Bohemian Rhapsody and Breakfast at Tiffany's requested.
Oh, I love Breakfast at
I don't
Tiffany's.
even know that was a song. I thought it was just a movie.
Dum, bum, bum, bum,
Oh,
dum, 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 dum.
Knocking
You
over
spilled
bottles.
the
Son of a
alcohol,
bitch!
Nathan.
Luckily there's a lid on it. And it was just the margarita mix.
Wow, this
Ooh, getting the capo out. It's
Accent-
getting serious.
James Jansen. I laugh every time I say that.
do
Says
it.
accent and everything. Well done.
Thanks,
the-
James. Appreciate that.
this kind of highlights.
James, is that a British accent? James Jansen.
This kind of highlights something about my own musicality. Is I
Yeah.
generally don't prefer to be the spotlight when it comes to music.
Which is exactly what we're making you do
Yes.
today. Which I'm sure makes you
I
very
love talking
comfortable.
about myself. That's great. But like when it comes to playing or I enjoy accompanying or augmenting or adding to someone else's kind of musical vision and helping out with that. And that,
It's really cool.
yeah.
So you guys obviously have a song you want to do. Let's do the song. I want to hear about your crazy, crazy, insane project.
See if I can remember the lyrics off the top of my head. Or look them up. Love of mine, someday you will die. I'll be close behind, follow you into the dark. The blinding light, the colors and gates of white, but I'll be close behind. If heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate Nathan knows on their vacancy signs.
I'm not going to tell him though, Floppy.
There's no one beside you when your soul embarks. Then I'll follow you into the dark. Keep it going. Catholic school, as vicious as Roman rule. I got my knuckles bruised by a lady in black, and I held my tongue as she told me, son, fear is the heart of love. So I never went back. Heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied. Illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. There's no one beside you when your soul embarks. I'll follow you into the dark. I'll follow. We're keeping it going. I'll follow you into the dark.
Remember that time last week when my wife, your sister, said, you guys should try doing karaoke on the stream, and we were like, that's ridiculous. It's so far beneath us.
She's not listening. She's not watching right now, is she?
I don't think so.
We
Maybe
save,
she's probably
we save
still
her
on.
face. We save. Your wife will never know.
But Floppy did say that you're a good singer, Ryan, surprisingly. He also said never to tell him, but I decided you're going to read it anyway. I decided you're going to read it anyways.
Thanks,
Liz says she
Flops.
knows the song by heart. Did he fail
That's
you?
cool.
Did he fail you?
Well, a little bit. I missed a lyric in the verse because I think I started singing verse 2.
She specifically said, don't fail me, Ryan.
Once I got the lyrics up, then I noticed, and so I stopped that one line, but it's all right.
I picked those two songs because Ryan, at his going away party from Nashville the first time, sang "Sleep." What's it called? "Staying Out Loud."
No, I did not.
You did.
It wasn't out yet.
He sang that at my wedding.
I sang it at Jerry's wedding.
No, the first time you left Nashville.
I didn't do Singing Out Loud. It wasn't out yet.
Dude, I have it on video.
I do too, and it wasn't out yet.
I also don't have it on video, and apparently it
Wait,
never happened.
Singing Out Loud didn't come
Thinking
out
out-
till later.
Thinking
Thinking
Out Loud.
Thinking
When did you
out
move from Nashville?
2012
No, moved from Nashville.
to San Diego.
Yeah.
Oh, we played it at my going away
Yes,
from Nashville
yes.
to San Diego
How many
party.
damn going away parties can
Yes.
one person have?
I know.
2.
Maybe you should stop going away.
Can I tell you this? When we moved here, we should have done a going away party. They're the best, and we didn't do it, and it was.
Well, we were
sucky.
super rushed.
We
Like
did.
we found out we were moving here, and 2 weeks later we were gone.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I wish that we had had more time to do a
I
party.
was cool with that. I hung out with all the cool people I wanted to hang out with.
But I also know Ryan has a fetish for Death Cab for Cutie.
He
I
does.
do.
It's
Is that
really
the word we
creepy and
use?
weird.
No, it was helpful. I once sang one of my original songs at like a writer's room, and there's a singer there who's like a very, very, very talented singer. Like sings like soulfully. He was on American Idol and all that stuff. Maybe we'll have him on the podcast. Honestly, I don't know if he'd be good for the podcast. I don't think he's the kind of
I
guy
think-
who probably doesn't drink.
That's all right. We'll just do heroin with them. It's fine.
The point is, he heard me singing. He's like, "Did you used to listen to Death Cab?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I hear it in your voice." And I was like, "Thanks a lot, good singer, who has judged me by my indie references." I'm like, so anyway, maybe that's
I
it.
know
Maybe
who
I can
this
sing
is. I use the restroom. BRB.
it. Okay.
Okay.
After you come back, we'll
yeah,
go
I want
into
to.
your
Yeah, I
project
want to dive into your project because Nathan's got some pretty crazy project. But I know he's alluded to a little bit.
with a neural network.
Yeah, it involves a neural network,
We could train it.
Specifically, it is
facial
neural.
recognition, computing software of robotics.
Truth.
That's 100% the accuracy of what it's called. So, for those of you guys who are just joining us, this is Nathan Sepulveda, and you can find him on Instagram and the internet at his website, which Liz is going to post right now.
And his Insta is Nathan_Sepulveda.
Which also
Sepulveda.
Liz is going to post right now.
Sepulveda is SEPULVEDA.
Nobody knows how to spell it, just guess.
I only say because I have so many friends. Ryan Steele, in fact, our previous guest,
Twice.
has been like
Fan
multiple
favorite Ryan
times
Steele.
said, "Are you sure it's Nathan Sepulveda?" I can't tell you how many people are like, "Are you sure it's Sepulveda?" I thought it was Sepulveda. I'm like, I promise you, like I know his name.
So this is actually a good time to talk about what's going to be coming up on the podcast soon
Next
in
week?
the future. Next week we are going to have
Carmen Brandy.
who I met for the first time for about 5 seconds about a week ago, so I know nothing about her. If you want to give her a quick little blurb commercial.
Quick
while
plug
he's
about
out.
Carmen. Carmen, I met when she was 16. We did some songwriting together, and she was one of those vocalists that, like, even when you like at 16, she was a very, very talented vocalist. She went to this writing group that I went to, and is still working today. I think she's now 19 or about to be 20, and she's just
Real young.
She's very young, but already like performs at a really high level. And today, if you go check Spotify, we just released a single that I produced and she wrote and sang on. Also, it was
You
co-written
don't need to worry about
by,
those links. We'll do those next week. Liz.
yeah, the song was also co-written by Jake Anderson, who was our guest on like episode 3.
Yeah, Jake Anderson,
So
episode 3.
Jake
Cool.
and Carmen, our next week's episode, wrote. It's called. You can look it up now on Spotify. It's called "Good Enough." Carmen Brandy, and next week
next
she'll be
week.
here to talk about that.
Cool. So, but this week, God, Ryan, why would you talk about next week's guest when this week's guest is sitting right here?
You asked me to,
No one has proof
Nathan.
of that.
He asked me to.
So,
Can we see your neural
let's.
network?
Yeah, I want to hear about this crazy robotic monstrosity that
Wait,
you've
what is a
created.
neural network? Why did you start taking your shirt off?
It has nothing to do with taking my shirt off.
I wanna see how you
It's
created
just
life.
exposing kind of under the hood, like what's going on. In the,
Wow, under your turtle heart.
Yeah.
So, in your master's,
Yeah.
is this considered your master's thesis?
Yes, exactly.
Master's
Yeah.
thesis of music at
Yeah.
the #1 music business school in the nation, according to Rolling Stone magazine last month,
Yeah.
and also rated the #1 most beautiful campus in the South.
Honestly, I don't think it's that pretty.
You know, it's real. Everyone else says it is. I'm kind of like, it's cool. It's whatever.
Yeah, it's like
it's nice.
I would have landscaped it very differently if were in charge of that. Like, why do we have
Their
poinsettias
landscaping
that-
budget's got to be like $80 billion a year. It's just so they replace the flowers every like 8 minutes. It's insanity. Anyway,
that's
so
pretty
your
funny.
master's thesis.
Yeah.
So what's the deal? What is this? Let's just start with what is it. We'll get into
What is this?
we'll get into like the why you
Yeah.
chose to do this insane thing at
that's
some
an interesting
point.
Question. I'll get to that.
But let's start with just what the hell is it?
It's a computer system that chooses music based on your facial expressions. So everyone makes facial expressions, and I'm making the computer understand those expressions and choose music or generate. I'm working on the generation part. That's a lot more work, but based on whatever the emotion you're giving off.
Okay.
So that's what it is. And the music, of course, is composition.
I feel like
based.
that's the most basic explanation of all time.
Yeah.
Give us a little more.
So is this mostly a programming challenge? Is that the hard part of
There's a
this?
programming and compositional challenges, and actually a human emotion psychology challenge. I dug myself deep in this project, and it's kind of been hurting how much work it's been, but also been very exciting. So there's how do I go into this? So I'll start with the compositional challenge. I think intuitively, composers and even people that don't write music but that are musicians, they kind of understand happy music from sad music and scary music from angry music and even calm music from depressed music. And so, like for example, like I don't know, what emotion do you want?
Depressed.
Depressed. So unfortunately, this keyboard doesn't have any velocity control, so everything's going to be loud. But
Makes it harder.
makes it harder to. But I'll play. So I honestly wish this had some velocity on it, but
I'm getting the depression.
oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? It's like
You can hear in the dissonance.
Dissonance and so actually the excellent questions. So you could kind of break music
That wasn't
down
a
into some different structural features. So one of them is tempo, like how fast the overall pace of the song is going. Other is the mode, meaning like is it or those are the two basic like happy or sad, but we I mean major or minor. There's other parameters that we could go into of the mode, but those are the most ones that people relate to most. So major and minor. Other are the range of the melody, the timbre that we're using right now. We're just limited to piano, But there's a lot of features that contribute to what makes music happy or sad, and you don't even have to understand them just culturally, but even more physiologically, the way we interpret musical signals and the combinations of them will interpret as sad. It's a really fascinating topic, how people perceive emotions in music. But
so essentially, like, I don't need to know anything you just said.
Yeah.
And yet I can hear what you played and feel it.
Exactly.
And have an emotion come from that.
Yeah, you get. Yeah, and there's a difference between felt emotions that this music actually made you feel something. There's a difference between perceived emotions that you could tell this music is giving off emotion. There's a difference between expressed emotion, meaning that, well, expressed and perceived are kind of two sides of things. But you personally can express emotion, but it's up to the receiver to either perceive or feel it. So
internalize that emotion they're getting from the music.
Exactly. But so those are the main kind of ways of kind of describing emotional kind of traffic going back and forth, and what people do with it. Anyway, but yeah, you don't have to understand anything I said to know that most people past the age 6 can, it's proven in multiple studies that they could kind of interpret the emotion of music based on those features. And you don't have to know anything about those features, but they're there and they create an overall mood. So if I wanted to play like happy music, I'd probably play it. Yeah, it was kind of really basic and pedantic even, but you could tell that that's happy, it's excited,
It's upbeat.
Upbeat, yeah.
What if you wanted to play something that's like uplifting?
So I'd probably go.
Floppy, what is your current emotional state?
Yeah, we haven't talked enough about Floppy Dongus in this episode.
Okay.
Just so
is
you
that a
know.
person?
Floppy Dongus, yeah, he's a real person. He comes in the chat and everyone else has been amazed.
He's like the Santa of our chat.
Yeah. So let's get your
Well,
emotion,
Liz
Floppy.
is the Santa, to be fair.
That's true.
Floppy
Floppy's
is
more like the creepy Santa.
There are two Santas.
Double the Santa, double the
Floppy
fun.
and Liz, what are your emotions?
He says, "Hi, I'm real." What's your emotions?
What is your emotion?
I know it's
your
easy to
current
hide your
state?
emotions behind the depths of the internet.
No, why not? I mean, you can't.
Nathan, if you had to interpret just the words floppy dongus into music, what would you choose?
He says, "Can I be Krampus?" Yes, you can. Is it Krampus?
Okay, this is the floppy dongus.
This is the Floppy Dongus song. Second Floppy Dongus song on the podcast ever.
It's kind of, I don't know, kind of.
Floppy dongus.
Yeah, that's what makes me think. Floppy dongus, like.
Floppy or Liz, can you throw out an emotion?
Yeah, now you're just
Emotion.
Floppy says, "This is funky." Oh shit. Yeah, give us something.
An emotion.
So as there's like a 30-second delay between the time we say something and they see it, and they gotta repeat it back, and then we gotta say it again.
Emotion.
Liz says rage.
Oh shit. I always thought of Liz as a happy person.
I mean, that was kind of.
I kind of feel like you're just punching the keyboard.
Yeah, it's rage. I mean, you bodily activity, but if I had a little more. That one's a little bit harder to do just on piano, but I think you kind of. Obviously, it sounds aggressive. It's high activity.
Give us another one.
Another rage thing.
Well, I'm talking to them to give us another emotion
Okay,
as well.
yeah.
But also, no, continue. More rage.
I mean, that was.
More rage! Floppy says punching the keyboard is literally rage.
Yeah.
How about somber?
Oh, okay. Okay, so
I also got jealousy.
jealousy. See, that's
Dude,
a tough
they're going
one.
real.
Jealousy.
They're not going to be easy on
So
you.
I'll talk first and then I'll explain.
Okay.
So there's a concept of basic emotions that has been kind of, what's that one?
Fondness.
Made me laugh.
Fondleness?
Fondness?
Fondness.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
So we'll break things down to some other parameters other than just like free form emotion, just throwing them out.
I know you want to structure the emotion.
Sound structure, yeah, and that,
Like communism, probably.
adding structure to anything will yield a lot more.
Structure.
the structure, obviously. So basically, we could also think of
Swampy says fondleness.
okay. Fondle.
Do you know?
I do feel very fondled right now.
That's not quite fondle.
Do you know
more like-
sexual healing? That'll do
Oh
fondleness.
man, I don't
That's
know
real
that
fondly.
one.
Or
baby.
oh no, what's that saxophone song? Yeah. That's the one. That's
That's how it
fondleness
goes, right?
for sure. That's the
Yeah.
one.
Can you do it?
Careless Whisper.
Man, I would have to
you
pick
pull-
around with it for a little bit before I.
But anyway, you're in the middle of saying things,
Yeah.
and we're just throwing.
So
things.
we could, there's
Happy!
There's a few models of emotion, but one of them that's easy to, for music is kind of putting music on dimension. I mean, not music, emotions on a two-dimensional model of valence, which can be regular term is like positivity, how positive emotion, and arousal, which is the activity of
which
emotion.
is fondleness.
So like a happy emotion would be high valence and high arousal. I wish I had like a little whiteboard, but
Yeah.
high valence and high arousal. Give me a sad emotion. I mean, not sad. Give me any emotion. I'll place it.
Cheerfulness.
Cheerfulness. Okay. Probably still high valence, high arousal. I'm only going to say high or low. On
Okay,
each
what
of
about
them.
jealousy?
Jealousy? I'd say probably low valence, high arousal, or mid arousal. It's not like what's another one?
Fondleness.
Fondness. Probably high.
Fondness. There's fondness, rage. We got jealousy.
Surly.
Those
So
are-
rage is
surly?
also
I think that's more demeanor.
rage is low valence and very high arousal. So you could kind of place any emotion.
Depression.
Depression, low
Because he should flop.
low valence and low arousal, and it can be very very low arousal or very low valence. But it's but using that model, you could kind of describe any emotion using those two dimensions, and it's not going to like match perfectly. Obviously, I'm saying low and high. This is kind of subjective terms, but they help you kind of place emotions within a 2D space,
Yeah.
and it's easy to work with. And also, there's the concept of basic emotions, which there's the famous researcher named Paul Ekman that
I'll pay
kind
attention to that.
of
Floppy says he loves how every time Obi makes a shitty joke, he looks at me to see if I'll laugh. I never noticed, Flops.
I never noticed before either. I just want approval.
Every time you look at
yes.
me from now on, I will
Yeah,
laugh.
so James Jansen says he's working on software for this because we're kind of like
yeah
all over the map. So how can we bring this
Yeah, let's
back?
look at
But
your
I actually want to
software.
see, I want to hear, I want to
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what this is.
Okay, so anyway, using all that stuff I've learned about emotions and processing them and how they relate to facial
You learned about
expressions.
emotion in the most computer-ass way ever.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Like
like
a robot
Graphed
would.
emotion.
Like a robot.
Like a robot.
But anyway, so
001.
what this system does is I have a face capturing piece of software called Face OSC that gives off data as OSC messages, which is kind of, if anyone knows what MIDI is,
Yeah.
it's like MIDI on steroids. It's way more customizable, like
Stands for musical instrument digital input.
interface.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
It's way more customizable, basically, and limited channels, and it's just, but it's used in a lot of the same ways as MIDI because it's just numerical data. Anyway, so it sends data as OSC messages, and I'm interpreting that within an environment called Max, which is a visual programming language, and from there it's choosing / or generating. Right now, I'll just show you the choosing stage, choosing music based on the expression.
So essentially, for the layman, it
Yeah.
looks at your face, and based on your facial expression, it reads your emotions and plays music accordingly.
Yes, exactly.
Which even that sounds way more insane. I was like, I'm going to simplify it for everyone, and I was like, nope, still sounds insane.
Yeah. And if I want to make it like artsy, I know you guys have a lot of musician people on here. They talk about like their heart. What I'm trying to do,
I think they talk about how they rip guitar real good.
yeah. What I'm trying to do is just make kind of, I won't quite call it artificial intelligence because it doesn't rely on those technologies and those concepts that much. But basically, I'm trying to make the computer have an emotional response to your expression, just like a human would have an emotional response to your expression.
So there's
Is this
two things.
related to your autism? It's on the spectrum. You're like, I don't understand emotions.
So
I would
I'm
like
a
the
gen-
computer to know what emotion is.
Figure it out for me.
And play me music that will tell me how I'm supposed to interpret this.
Well, I'm trying to create the computer to be somewhat sentient and
Sentient.
sentient, whatever the term is, and
See, I can correct words.
respond like like you ask me, hey, play me some sad music, and I play. I know that, but how do I make the computer do that? It was
Like to
really,
know that, to be able to like make that connection.
yeah. That was a really exciting challenge for me because I for a couple months I was really interested in just music psychology and how people interpret music when they hear it and what the whole process is subconsciously. So that led me to this because my wife started doing software development. I was like, software is cool. I could try this. And I went to Max, which is I'll show you guys in a little bit. Or soon, probably now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Show us.
So
I'll
we'll
show you-
probably actually have to like
I'll
literally
hold-
physically move the laptop to the camera so they can see what the hell this crazy
I
thing
can
looks
do
like.
that.
Yeah.
Make it look as crazy as possible.
Yeah. This
That's
is
pretty fucking crazy. Actually, you don't
What's
even
that?
need to try it.
Yeah.
Watch the length of cable. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
So this is actually messy right now, but it's I'm rewriting a lot of the program. So
closer.
Max, if anyone's ever done any programming, it's usually textual, and you do it in text
And you
editor.
wrote this.
And I wrote this, but this is an object-oriented visual programming language. So meaning Max provides a bunch of pre-made objects that perform some sort of function, and I use that to route and interpret signals.
I think they get what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's not moving or anything.
Insanity.
It does look like insanity.
So basically, I'm programming in this environment. It's a very different environment than anyone that's ever done, like JavaScript or C or anything.
Yeah, it's not like
I've done
text-based.
only those two things.
Yeah.
And in very basic forms.
C+, HTML.
Well, HTML is a markup language. not quite
HTML's a
a-
little different.
yeah. But anyway,
You're part of the club too.
so basically, but I had a really exciting. I hope you guys think this
Breakthrough?
is exciting. Breakthrough recently.
You'll either
Because-
find it exciting or boring.
Yeah, yes, exactly. But the way the system previously worked, it was very what you would call hard coded in that it only worked on my face. It wasn't scalable, meaning like I adding different participants into it would really throw off the whole system.
Mm-hmm.
But I recently found a machine learning program that applies machine learning algorithms such as linear regression and neural networks that can help me find comparisons. Basically, I could pump in a bunch of data and it could start to deduce for me rather than me explicitly programming it. It could start to make these inferences on its own using these algorithms.
Nice. I think my
what's
favorite
the-
thing about Nathan when we hang out is that he talks like he is a textbook.
What I really want to know though is, based on what you've said,
Yeah.
I want to know what the chance is that this becomes a musical Terminator and destroys us all.
Oh yeah.
I
He's
hope-
using neural networks.
Yeah.
I'm hoping so.
100%.
Well, I'm hoping. I'll say something kind of controversial.
Whose team are you on, Nathan?
Ooh.
I'm trying to say something. Basically, I want to be on the winning side of music, and there's more and more lack of artist representation, and there's no money in it sometimes. And I'm trying
It's the
to,
saddest laugh I've ever heard.
and I'm trying to, automation is the future of things. There's.
You're trying to put all musicians out of work by automating music.
Well, I'm trying
You're digging yourself real deep in a hole here.
I'm trying to automate. Well, not really. I'm being a little bit coy, but basically, a lot of things can be automated. Things that don't matter, like background music on, maybe not a BMW commercial, but maybe like a McDonald's commercial. Like, I feel like,
A lesser company.
or less, something that's less.
If McDonald's could pay you less, they would.
Yes, but basically, I kind of just I find the world of machine learning and just automation and maybe even artificial intelligence like really exciting. I think it's going to be the next revolution, similar to like we had the digital revolution, the industrial revolution. I feel like it's
The
really,
robotic revolution.
exactly. It's going to really. So I want to using my love for music and also my new interest in programming. I just feel like I really like to enter that, and I feel like
That's a really good question.
yeah.
It says it's the software going to see your emotion or give you emotion, give you a certain emotion.
Great, actually, excellent question. So,
And we actually are going to demo the software because it is currently functional
yes,
to this extent that you're
Yeah.
at so far.
So it's gonna see the emotion and respond. You can feel something, but it's not gonna know you're feeling something other than if you have a change of expression, because it's
reading your facial expression.
reading your facial expression. But you're welcome to have emotional responses to it. But
You're welcome to.
You're welcome to it. But that's the concept is more interpreting express emotions and it's self-expressing. Basically, what's the term? Congruent emotions based on what you're expressing. So, yes.
So I'm at kind of at a loss for how we show this in
Yeah,
work.
this is probably-
I know we have the audio hooked up here.
Yeah, how do you download?
And I know you said it
Yeah.
currently doesn't work well with beards, so I won't be.
Yeah, Ryan might work well with it, but I'm not entirely sure it will work with him because I'll have to train the system. If anyone knows anything about machine learning, it takes several rounds of training the algorithm.
Can it play the brown note?
You want to just do it with your face?
I'll do it with my own face, and then.
Yeah, let's do it with you because.
But it might be fun to try it with Ryan
sure.
after.
Let's
but
try
I'll
it with
do
you
my
so we
face
see how it
first.
all works. We'll try it with
Yeah.
Ryan. Now, we're not going to be able to hear it. It's going to be only. we can go through headphones. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get. And I'm using actually at this point 3 pieces of software to make.
See, this is. I want this. I want to show this because that is so cool looking.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh?
How do we do that?
We can show the video of it.
So.
Oh, like on YouTube, like you have like a video uploaded of it.
So right now, it's kind of the lighting changed a little bit. I'm gonna adjust the computer so I can kind of get a better angle. So that's one thing. I'm gonna mute that real
If
quick.
you're watching on the podcast, what you can't see is Nathan is working on his computer, and he's going to make different faces, and based on his facial expression, the music will change.
Okay, so I got it working pretty good now. So basically, I am gonna make some expressions, and I'll hold them for a little bit. Actually, I'll do them, then I'll pause. I'll freeze the screen so the music can just play. So the music can just play a little bit, and you'll see some compositions. These are more placeholders. These aren't like I didn't spend too much time on these songs. I just kind of thought I'm gonna make an angry song. I'm gonna make a sad song. I'm working on more detailed compositions that kind of. I'll put some more like.
It says it's super loud. Can we turn it down? That's not decided lit.
Yeah, I'll put some more work into, but these are kind of placeholder songs that represent these different emotions. So I'll do that. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
All right.
Okay, let's see how it goes.
Let's see. Y'all ready for this? So I'm going to start with a smile, and we'll see how it does. Sound good?
Sure.
Okay, see that? Is it playing?
No playing.
Interesting. Oh, I know why.
Did you mute it?
I did. All right, so I did a smile. Can you hear me right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I did a smile, and it's playing a kind of Earth, Wind & Fire style song, like very like upbeat and happy. And then it's going to end right here because I only made it about 8 bars long.
Okay.
But so there's an idea of basic emotions that are happy, sad, angry, scared.
I want to see scared.
Scared? Okay. So this is how I would express scared. So it might be different for other people, but see that?
Okay, so it literally reads, but I can see it actually reading there.
Yeah.
Which is super cool.
Yeah.
We need to screenshot a picture of that or something so we can show people.
I mean, if he does it and then it does the still shot like that, I could show the camera.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Okay.
So this is it reading his. Oh wait, we want
to have this open for sure. All
There you
right,
go.
that looks pretty intense.
That does look pretty intense.
Get your thing and get so there's a motion and then I'll. So there's
Okay,
music.
so we'll do sadness. Sound good?
Okay. Love it. Love sadness.
Everyone loves sadness. Yeah, you can totally see that. So it reads it and currently captures it.
I chose it to capture. I paused the screen so it only.
So you can do it in real time as well and like constantly change your expression.
Yeah, and that I'm actually working on that part of the project right now. That leg of it. Right now, I'm treating this more like a jukebox. Like you show your face, it picks a song. Like imagine in the home of the future, you walk home. Like how are you feeling? What do you want playing? You walk
plays
in,
a song. Yeah.
You do it, and you move on with your day. Keep on playing.
Or you don't even have to do anything theoretically.
Yeah, you
because
just
your
show how
emotion
you're
will
feeling.
show on your face.
You just show how you're feeling.
Hey, war guy.
So-
Yame says it'd be sick if it could recognize seasonal costumes and play Christmas music or Halloween music or
Yeah.
rainy or sunny.
Yeah,
the
next-
weather outside.
That'd be.
It's way deeper.
That would take some crazy stuff. But what expression you want, Ryan? I got happy, sad, angry, calm. So I look pretty serene there, I feel like.
So I want to see it. So don't pause it so we can show. Just make it change a few times in real time.
Okay.
So I want to see it change in real time.
Yeah. So I'll do that. In the future, what I'll do is make the songs more modulatory so they can
Sure.
flow. But
You
right
said
now-
these are just placeholder songs for now,
yeah.
right?
So-
This is obviously something you're still working on.
All
We're
right.
just showing the
Exactly.
current demo, right?
So I'll go through. Right now, I have the sample rate at 1 second, so I'm going to change it to half a second so it can change a little more. Computer enhance. All right, so we're going to do this. Oh, I gotta reset the metronome, which is funny. I'm using a metronome in this situation, which is funny. All right.
Hey there, sad noodle. War guy.
Ah, I just lost my face. Oh, I see. I gotta get the lighting better. Sorry, guys. So it's pretty.
Nice.
It's pretty responsive.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Can you teach it to do my face?
We could try. It would take some work.
So,
but we're gonna
war
try.
guy, you must be so confused having just hopped in here and been like, what in the hell are we doing?
Yeah.
This is a thesis project to recognize facial emotions to play music based on it. James Jansen says he's at the beginning of something that could blow up. What was his idea? Is he the first to try this?
Me?
Yeah.
Honestly,
You are the he.
I think I am. I've really looked around for similar projects. I've really looked around for similar projects, and I have not quite seen something doing this. Which, honestly, I'm being pretty specific. Like, I haven't seen someone doing exactly this. So, which is really exciting to me. I really want to be. I don't know. Just being at the cutting edge of something is a fun.
Yeah.
It won't work with hats, Ryan.
Yeah, I won't
Well,
work with hats.
Really? I was just saying that.
It's true.
Is that Ryan Steele's hat?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're gonna.
Yeah, we'll try Ryan Steele's hat.
We're gonna try it without training. We're just gonna use my expressions and see how it does first.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll.
I'll need you to do the computery part.
Yeah. All right. So
Okay.
let's see. You're kind of too much in it. There we go. All right.
So let's see if we can just by default recognize Ryan's face.
All right. So things are calm right now. Do an angry face.
It's picking that up as sad.
Yeah. Do a scared face.
My scared is your rage.
So
Yeah, that's right. Hats are an update 2.0.
We're gonna try to.
So how does the machine learning work?
All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to.
This is by far like the weirdest, like most technical thing we've ever done. It's super cool.
So what we're gonna do? Yeah, I think it's pretty sweet too. So what
I
we're
hope
gonna
you
do? We're gonna. I have my training session of the program called Wekinator. I'm gonna do a new one, and I'm gonna train it to Ryan's expressions. Hopefully, I think it will do it. But you have to be consistent with your expressions.
Okay.
If we do enough of them, you can be a little less consistent in the short amount
I'll
of
do my
time.
best.
Yeah. The algorithm learns as we do more. because the more data you put in. So we're just going to list. We're going to do 8 inputs, 2 outputs. All right.
This is not piano time, Ryan. God.
There's
All
a
right.
piano in front of me. I gotta play it.
All right. So what we're going to start off with
Okay. What's my expression, baby?
is we're going to start off with your smile, which is your happy face,
Smile.
right? Is that
Okay.
how you feel?
Yeah. I
All
feel
right.
so happy.
Let me make sure it's coming in. Oh, it's finding me. All right.
Get out of there.
Are you smiling right now? You feel good?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So let's train the system. We're going to start recording, and we're going to start training it.
Okay.
Ready? Just hold that for about 5 seconds for me. All right. It's recording. All right. Good. Good job, Ryan.
Thank you. I can smile.
All right. So
Good job. You've learned something.
now we're going to do your sad emotion, okay?
Okay.
I think this is how I have it. I'm going to do your... Shoot, I got to change quite a few things.
That's fine. We're doing real-time machine learning on neural networks
Yeah.
and compositional restructuring
Yeah,
algorithms.
it's okay if it takes a damn second.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me make sure we're doing all right.
God damn it, Ryan. What did I say about piano time?
Fade into the
James Jansen says he needs it to recognize when his kids are lying to him. Can you do
We
that?
can do that. Yeah.
Actually, that is something I can't do right now, but people have done.
People
have
have
done
done that?
Yeah, because there's this thing called micro expressions where you, if you have
Yeah.
a really high resolution, kind of face tracking thing, you could teach a system to track those tells.
I mean, there probably is will a he, but that's not what we're talking about.
So, in other words, James, yes, Nathan can tell if your children are lying.
Even though you can't, how does that make you feel?
Well, that's just the way it is.
Okay, so what is actually happening right now? Because they can't tell. They just they just see you staring at a computer.
I was just putting labels correctly.
Oh.
So you are programming it to understand my face.
Yes. So now when you do a sad face.
Okay, I got to do a sad face.
All right. So we're
All
gonna
right.
start recording.
Maybe we'll just do 2 for me.
Kind of get it. Do them all.
Oh, you have to do them all.
Yeah.
The fuck? This program sucks.
All right. Ready?
Yep, sad.
Go. Oh, this is really low. Shoot. All right, hold a little bit longer. All right, that's solid. Good. All right, now do angry for me.
Angry, okay?
All right,
Oh, I look so angry, y'all.
go for it. All right, that's pretty good. Now do scared.
Okay, I'm going to do my scared face. Oh, podcast people, I look so
Ready.
scared.
Ready, go. All right, all your expressions look the same.
God, where's your range?
Now
You messed
ruined
up
it, Jerry.
scared.
Don't
What
make
are
me
you
laugh.
doing?
Change it. Okay.
Okay,
Calm. Calm is the last
calm.
one.
Okay, calm. Okay.
Can't believe you ruined scared
Oh,
like
shoot,
that.
I did scared wrong. It's okay. No, I did it right. Okay, now, calm. Ready? I think you look calm. Okay.
Kind of looks the same as everything else.
We'll see how I did. I'll see
Joe,
how I
you're
did.
fucking up. You're ruining the facial expressions.
We're gonna train it. Okay, we'll see how it did. All right, now we're gonna run the program.
It's gonna be so weird.
All right, go for it. Smile.
Okay, what am I doing?
Actually, let's see the music's on. Smile. Oh,
At least you're angry.
Okay.
It's your scared face. I can't decide if you're raging or scared.
I don't know what I am anymore. Okay, sad. I'm trying to be sad.
You're confusing the robot. This is why they rebel.
This is good. This is right. Sad. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna do sad. Okay? Here I go with
I'll
sad.
do jukebox lines.
You- Okay.
Oh shoot.
Okay, here's sad.
Now it's reading.
Why does it think I'm happy? I'm being sad.
All right, try again. One more.
Oh, so sad.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it worked.
Yes.
Sad.
Dude, happy.
Come
now.
on.
Do happy
Okay, hold on. Next second. Okay, happy.
Tilt your head up more for happy. You had your head like, or not. You're never happy.
It can't see me being happy. Okay, rage. Rage is working. Okay, happy.
Your happy face is weird. It is kind of creepy, not gonna lie.
So,
Okay.
Obviously-
What was the other one I needed to do? Sad?
Yeah.
No, I've done sad. Calm. Calm.
Maybe it senses what's on the soul, Ryan, says James Jansen.
Calm's working,
Calm
right?
works great.
We're pretty good.
So I got all of them except
It
I
seems
can't
like
do
most
happy.
of your emotions are
Yeah.
rage.
I just can't do happy, y'all. But I got all the other emotions. That's
Yeah.
great. That's like 3
So
out
that
of
was
4.
like, a 3-minute machine learning,
Yeah.
which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I was actually happy with that little of the.
Ryan was not happy. He's only rageful.
No, I'm rageful, I'm calm, and I'm sad.
Machine learning standards, which I'm like a total noob to. So if there's any real machine learning engineer out there, maybe correct me, but I doubt it.
Very specific niche.
As a half robot, I believe you can confidently say.
But anyway, by machine learning standards, that was a pretty low amount of data that was coming in. We would need a lot more to kind of make those correlations between all the different.
Yeah.
I might as well.
You're a goddamn champion, Nathan.
Don't
So,
finish it,
for
bro.
those of guys,
Just put it on me.
for those of you who are new to the podcast,
Leave me a little bit.
we may be.
Oh shoot!
Okay,
Here.
that's fine. That's
Drink
fine.
some, drink some.
No, take it. I'll get some Pabst.
We also have some beer as
Okay.
backup.
Well, this is a
We-
lot. I was trying to be cool.
You're trying to be cool.
you're so
Peer
cool.
pressure.
I have to go to the restroom again.
You're allowed to go to the restroom whenever you want, Nathan.
I check my phone.
If you
We'll allow it.
whispered
You're
into
an
the
adult.
mic, no one can hear you.
So for those of you who are new to the show, I should stop calling it a podcast because we are a live stream, a YouTube channel, and a podcast. We're just a show.
We're a show.
For those guys who are new, has he patented this? Well, somebody's working on it right now for his master thesis. I don't know, but you're right. It does seem like a pretty future motherfucking technology. So I know we are a show
We're a show.
who talks to and interviews local musicians and other entertainment industry style people
When we say local, we mean local within Nashville.
within Nashville. I mean, we're
They're
willing-
like pretty high caliber local.
yeah, and we've had a lot of awesome people.
Just to be fair, nobody here is local. They're all from somewhere else, and they are drawn to Nashville as a beacon.
because of the music
Yeah.
thing. Music City.
Yeehaw.
That's not a cowboy hat. That is
Ma'am.
a hipster hat, if I've ever seen one.
Ma'am.
The wider the brim, the more hipster the hat. And which is Ryan Steele's hat for those guys who know him, which a lot of you do. However, the silent tagline for our episode is the Whole Bottle Podcast, because
Correct.
we always allow the artist to choose what beverage they're drinking. In this case, Nathan, as a basic bitch, chose margaritas
And box turtles.
and box turtles. We're not drinking box turtles, just margaritas. Yazamatter.
Welcome.
But we have literally never not finished an entire bottle of
Never.
liquor. Never.
Because we're the whole Poddle
We
podcast.
are the whole bottle podcast.
Poddle podcast.
That being said, I know it's not impressive. Hey, thanks for the lurk, real Lexivus. That being said, for some of you that's not so impressive, like James Jansen, me and him have finished a bottle of tequila, just me and him, because we're goddamn champions.
Wow.
But we are almost through this entire bottle of tequila, and I think we're pretty proud considering Nathan's a lightweight.
And a newbie.
Yeah, he's new to this the
And a
whole
robot.
bottle
This
podcast.
whole alcoholic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll train you well, sir. Don't you worry.
But so how clean were your fingers?
It's hella clean.
Well, it's all water now.
We have more ice in the freezer.
It's all. I'll try it straight. I'll be man. Anyway, if you guys have any more questions about the system?
About how that works, yeah, feel free to ask questions about the system, machine learning, literally anything you want. Nathan will give you an answer. Anything you want, anything. But
You know what I think?
what do you think?
Oh, I actually, never mind. Go where you're going because I don't know if my thing's possible.
I was going. I was just winging it.
Yeah,
So-
keep winging it. I think it's about damn time for Nathan to play us some
Probably
music
because we
again.
drank. It was
Okay.
at
Because you haven't played in a while. It's only your robot played.
Yeah.
But you haven't played.
Yeah, so you don't remember that because it was at one of those barbecues in the backyard. You know what I mean? With the bottle of that Sauza. Is that what it is? Sauza? You know what I'm talking about.
Let me play some jazz some more. I just
It was over the course of several hours. Might have had a little help,
I enjoy playing that kind of music.
but I know why you don't remember. It was a whole fucking bottle. You know what I mean?
Dang old Boomhauer, I tell you what.
Boom, here, tell you what.
Why do you use Apple instead of Windows? So on my normal streaming, I do actually use my gaming computer at home, which is a much more obviously powerful and better computer. Not only because it's by default better, because it's the PC, because I built it myself and it's fantastic. But this is a recording studio, and in recording studios, it's much more common to use Apple, right? Generally speaking. So, and we are in recording studio. We're actually in, if you guys listen to country music, we are in Waylon Jennings' old house as a studio in the basement of his house, which leads to our name, Music Girl Hideout. Hideout being, outlaw based, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, you can
I didn't
do
know
stuff
that
for yourself.
before.
You didn't know this is Waylon Jennings' place?
I knew that part, but I didn't know like the Hideout was.
Yeah, the Hideout came because he was outlaw country.
I thought it was just kind of hard to get to, like underground.
It is kind of hard to get to. Very Hideout worthy. On Music Row in Nashville.
Hey.
But anyway, so here we use Apple. The rest of the week when I do my normal streaming, I do use a PC, if that answers your question. That very long-winded explanation for a very simple question. So tell me what's happening here, because I'm a little... What? What is happening?
I'm
Oh, you're ready to play something.
Yeah, Ryan told me to play some tunes, brother. I wish we could have my Juno set up, but that's okay. No, I sound like I'm complaining a lot. I don't mean to.
You're not complaining a lot. You're fine.
Okay. Well,
Nathan, would you like a chocolate cookie?
not right now. Ryan, come on.
We have 3.
We have some requests for Kanye West.
Kanye West? Oh,
Kanye.
man. I gotta... See, Kanye West is a funny... Because I can't even think of it. Jesus walks. Like, I don't even...
Is that Kanye West?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is. That's so long ago.
We do some Eminem.
Hey, Nathan, give me a C.
Are you trying to auto-tune him on the fly?
In the night, I walk alone down this road that's ever told.
He's trying to auto-tune you on the fly.
Welcome
Welcome back, Floppy.
to a woman so heartless.
Is that what you're going to sing right now?
No. Nathan's gonna play something else.
Well, that's going to be real weird.
We had a Kanye request I had to satisfy. Now we can move on.
I see. Ooh, that's a beautiful song.
Do something impressive. I want everyone to be impressed.
See, that...
You're an impressive guy, Nathan. Don't downsell yourself.
The funny thing is, like, I don't play a lot these days. I play very...
Everything you've played has been
Everybody has
impressive.
been pretty impressive, so
Okay.
don't
Impress the shit out of us.
switch instruments on us.
Got a weird ending, but that's how that song goes. I just saw it while scrolling through.
Now we do have a request for full performance.
Oh man,
And
See,
this
it's
is-
stressing me out.
I know. Well, we didn't tell you what to prepare for, and it's everything.
Okay.
Now here's the deal. You're gonna
Yes.
play a song.
Okay.
We haven't decided what song yet, but Ryan's gonna sing, and we're gonna do a Beatles song.
Okay. Which one?
Can you do Hey Jude?
Hey, I feel like Hey Jude's kind of basic. Can we do something a little better than Hey Jude? I love Hey Jude, but
What is James
that's
Bond?
a little.
What do you want?
I personally just feel it's a little basic, huh?
I just think
What else you got? Give me more.
I think Hey Jude's just very piano-ish.
Hey Jude is very piano.
Easy for
He wants to play some guitar. He wants to rock it.
This piano doesn't feel good. It has no velocity.
Truth.
Yeah, it's because it's like a really cheap piano.
We could do, man, if I can finish some Beatles, let me think what some songs I know all the way through.
Obladi,
Do you know Here Comes the Sun?
Yeah.
That's a great one. Here Comes Sun's a great guitar song too.
We'll see how far I get. I haven't played it a long time, but
I'm looking up the lyrics.
You're looking at the lyrics. I don't remember them all. Wow.
Ba, 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 ba. Per James' request. I'm looking at the lyrics. Keep it going. Keep that intro going. Here comes the sun, doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
but, I guess I'm not playing.
Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. That's fucking really good for like improvising. Little darling, the smiles returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo doo doo. Here comes the sun, I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, 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 here it comes. One more time. Sun, 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 here it comes. Dude, did we just make a band on the spot?
Did we just become best friends?
What did you do, Jerry?
I did everything, motherfucker.
He
So,
noticed the request.
He did. Well,
Yeah.
Sorry if that.
You need a request noticer.
I'm not sorry. I'm done saying sorry. 2018.
218, the year of not sorry. Well, Yame says he's completely satisfied, and thank you.
Perfect.
Also,
are
Floppy
the
actually
full
has a really
satisfaction
interesting
podcast.
question,
Yeah.
which totally makes sense because not everybody knows musical things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's actually curious as to what the thing you're putting on your guitar is, and I figure I assume he means the capo is what
Yeah.
he's talking about.
Not, not my fingers, I'm sure.
No. I mean, he doesn't have any of those. He's just a fisty bro. But
Oh my god.
can you explain?
Youngest
Yeah.
is a fisty bro.
So,
Can you explain what a capo is and the deal? Oh, there's a little echo. We have reverb probably on still. We did eat some of your cookies, Corinne. God. And I'm gonna be right back.
oh, so should I talk about the capo?
The capo.
Oh, yeah. So the capo, see this thing here? It's a little, it's like a clip. And capo in Spanish or a few languages means head. So basically, I'm taking if you guys can see this, this part of my guitar is kind of like the lowest note. I can't go any lower than that, and I'm scooting what the lowest note of each string is to where the capo is. So now I can't go any lower than that. But the purpose of that is I can now play guitar shapes and guitar chords that are otherwise impossible, or combinations of those chords, because I would have to constantly pinch down this part of the guitar. So now I could play this chord without having to do
Yeah.
or this chord. Like this chord I can't even. It's a lot more awkward without a capo. And also there's other more complicated reasons, or maybe not complicated, but allows me to play in different like registers of the guitar while playing familiar shapes.
What's a register?
So registers, like I'm either gonna play, I'll say keys, but like, so I'm playing that progression. But if I want to play it over here, a lot more switching going on. But if I did, oh sorry, what am I doing? So that was a little. I think you guys got the point of that. Basically, it just allows me to play different chord shapes in different registers of the guitar without like having to like kill my hand or.
Register meaning like different
keys.
places,
You're saying
high to
different
low.
keys, yeah.
Yeah.
Different places on the neck of the guitar.
Exactly.
And still play things, either make it simpler or higher pitch.
Yes. Yeah, that's better than
I'm trying to think of the most basic way of saying
Yeah.
it, for people who literally don't know. Because you're like higher and lower registers and hand
Yes,
shapes
yes.
of chords.
Yeah.
Nowadays.
I'm
We're quickly becoming the Music Theory for Gamers podcast.
Music Theory for Gamers podcast. We asked for Led Zeppelin earlier, you didn't provide. Now, finally.
You know what we haven't done? We haven't really like delved into Nathan as a person. We've talked so much about the external that everyone sees the musical, but we haven't talked
That's because he's just a robot.
about the human.
I've always been. What do you want to know?
Okay, so go into that.
Nathan the human.
Go. That's not a very good question.
I don't know. I mean, I mostly know you as a musical individual. What else are you, Robo Nathan?
I'm a. That's a good question. Well, ask me for
You're a father,
a father.
husband,
I'm a husband. Yeah.
a wife.
I have a wife. I'm
Are
married.
you also what?
I'm not also a wife. No. We thought about it, but just too much work. Too many. Yeah.
That was so woke and so like not woke at the same
I
time.
know. It's just. I don't think Jerry likes woke.
That was
wokeness.
neutral woke. That was neutral woke.
Woke.
New woke.
Woke.
Woke's been said way too many times on
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm from San Diego, like Ryan and Jerry and Obadiah.
And James Jansen and Karinsky's 23. Other
Dude,
people in the show.
We are San Diego it up, but yeah, I'm from there. Moved to Nashville about a little over 2 years ago now. I'll tell you what my first trip was like. It was this is a fun story.
Yeah.
Fun
So-
story.
And it set unrealistic expectations for for Nashville life for me. That's okay. So our friends, actually we all know them.
Yeah. Even
Shane-
James and Corinne.
Yeah. Yes. Shane and Megan Blayfield were recording an album under the name Wild, and I somehow said I should be there, and I think everyone wanted me there, which is fine. But
I don't know if I
We
wanted
did
you there.
want you there.
we did
Yeah.
want me there, but I found a way to get there because I was in college. I didn't work. I didn't have any money, so it was a real struggle for me to actually pay for a ticket to get there. But I went out there to help
And by
with
out there, you mean here.
Nashville, here where we currently are, almost exactly. Not far. Oh, kind of far, but
Words
and
are
it-
hard.
Words are hard, and we were in Franklin, Tennessee, at a house for about, I think it was over a week, right?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
About 20 minutes from here, 30 minutes from here.
Yeah, and we were recording an album, and I offered my services as a string arranger and general music person. I kind of was just there to hang out and also just help out when I could. And thankfully, I found some fun avenues to do that. So that was in 2014, which is kind of a long time ago now.
So, like, human translation, Nathan came to Nashville back in, like, 2013 to help me with an album for some people I was recording.
Yeah. And I had a lot of fun, and I did some string arrangements, which were basically, there's already a song, but they need to add some stuff to it in some way.
I like that you just caught your textbookness and you're like, they need to add to.
add to it. So
Nathan's a man of $25 words.
Yeah.
I don't know if augment's a $25. That's an expensive fucking word.
Well,
It's like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's a $25 word. Use that in a sentence normally, Nathan.
That would be good. Yeah. How was the club last week? Well,
Anti-establishmentarianism, $25 word.
That's pretty good. Anyway, so there's a song, and they wanted like string parts. So like, you want some violins and some cellos playing together, and I wrote the music for that, and it was a lot of fun. I did that on 2 songs. I think that's all I practically done on that album, other than co-engineered, which you gave me that title. I'm not sure what I did to earn that, but I did some of that.
You helped me like cables,
set up cables and stuff.
But
yeah.
also you did do the synthesizers.
Oh
for
yeah, time has come.
track 4. The time has come. Yeah.
Yeah, they sound really good.
Hey, maybe one day we'll have
They
Wild
sound
on
like
here.
Geographer.
Yeah. Yes, they
Maybe so if
sound.
they come
Or
here.
Shane.
We're going for like a Geographer
Yeah.
thing. Y'all, if you don't know Geographer, go look up Geographer. They're like a indie synth pop band. Very
Yeah.
cool.
So that was fun.
Absolutely,
So
James.
my first trip to Nashville was great. Also, part of the reason why I go to Belmont, so Ryan hired this cellist named Kevin Terry. Maybe I should have him come in someday.
Oh, we should.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kevin's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, have a cellist live? That'd be really neat.
Yeah, he's freaking good.
I'm down for that. We
Anyway,
haven't had a cellist
so
He
yet.
can
Right.
play the Hobbit theme song. He
I
does it
can-
as part of his warm-up.
It's called, what is that song called?
Concerning Hobbits.
Concerning Hobbits, yeah. It's pretty good. My wife loves that song. Who's in the chat right
Anyway. Oh, funny. Anyway, so hired Kevin. Kevin was a cool guy. He had just finished his master's degree at Belmont. Talked to him about it. He offered to drive up to Nashville with me, and or I met him there. I can't remember exactly. But we met up, had lunch, showed me around Belmont, introduced me to a bunch of the faculty and professors, and just gave me an overall great impression of Belmont. So my first trip in visiting Belmont kind of solidified my desire to want to live here, to live here for at least some amount of time, do a master's degree. So the first trip was really fun. I mean, it was music every day, like working on just creative stuff, being able to use my unique skill set within that group of people. It was a lot of fun. So that was 4 years ago, and I moved here 2 years ago, and I've been here for 2 years. Yeah. So, yeah, that's some interesting times here.
And so what you were explaining, like how it kind of led you to come here.
Yeah. So it was just a really good experience. I had a lot of fun working with Ryan and working with Wild and having fun people like Kevin and who's that guitarist? What was his name?
Daniel Donato.
Dude, I love his.
that was Daniel. Oh, that's right. He was
last
on the
week.
Wild.
Yeah.
One
He was
of
last week's podcast.
one of. Can I say this? Even though you're playing guitar right now.
Yeah.
Dan's not one of the best guitar players I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
The funny thing about Nashville is like I was good back home, and here I'm okay.
See, I always tell people. So since I moved here, a lot of people ask, "Oh, do you play music?" And I always tell people, "Well," I literally say this word for word every time. I go, "Well, in San Diego, I was a pretty mediocre guitar player, which means in Nashville, I'm the worst guitar player."
That's
The standards are
You
so-
played from Journey, man.
I could barely play that. I'm a okay guitar player in San Diego. I'm a fine guitar player in San Diego. Garbage in Nashville. Garbage.
Gotcha. So I had a little of that. I mean, I played some in Nashville. I've had some fun things to play on, but mostly Ryan related. Actually, Ryan's kind of been my sole source of work on other people's music. Anyway, What happened?
Who wants to grab that?
Mine, not yours.
I don't know. I didn't see it there.
Why would I force pull your vape if I could force
Why
pull
is
my
your vape on this side of the table?
Ryan,
Because I was doing machine learning.
don't yell in front of me.
Sorry, Nathan. I know that's a strict rule of yours.
Yeah,
That's why you have work through me, because you're willing to work within. I'm willing to work within your strict rules of no yelling.
Well,
in front
thanks,
of you
James.
What did he say?
She likes my playing.
Dude, yeah, you're solid. I haven't heard you play in years, but
I haven't played in. I literally have not like, touched a guitar in like 6 months.
wow.
Literally since I moved here, I don't think I played guitar.
Is yours a third battery?
Yeah,
It was lost for all time.
It's like Radiohead.
Yeah.
I like Radiohead. Where is it?
You like High and Dry. Ryan, you know that song?
Yeah. Play high and dry. Is that how it goes?
Starts with the verse. You just do the chorus if you want.
I don't know. Does anybody know the verse? No one knows the verse.
Like some. Yeah.
Oh, right. I totally know that verse. There's probably words. That's the 90s, a time where it's very appropriate to be like, tell no signs I can know. I don't ever know your life. Don't leave me. Don't leave me dry. Don't leave me the chords are almost the exact same as an Oasis song. James, you'll know Oasis.
Which one?
Cast No Shadow.
We know any Kate songs though.
Good cake. Oh. Do you know the cake version of I Will Survive?
I said Cade,
Oh,
Cade.
but I'll
Who's
say
Cade?
cake.
Cade.
that was good though.
Cake?
Cake?
I love cake though as well.
Yeah. Do you know the cake
I thought
version?
you, and weirdly, I thought you were saying cage, like Cage the Elephant.
No.
You know this one?
I don't know.
All right, so no one knows that one. That's okay.
Maybe, but I don't know where it was going.
Cake is the best. That's right, James. We all know it.
Oh, the cake version of I Will Survive.
What a weird fucking thing that ever happened.
Cake's cover of another song.
That's a good.
By the way, this week I watched, y'all should appreciate this. I watched an episode, this new documentary on Netflix about Noel Gallagher. Do y'all know who I mean when I say
Nope.
Noel Gallagher?
0%.
From Oasis.
Correct. Oasis. So there's two brothers in Oasis.
Noel.
Noel
And Tanner.
and
Chad.
Liam.
That's just as bad.
Yep, Liam. Okay. Liam is like the one who sings Wonderwall,
Okay.
and Noel is the one who sings Don't Look Back in Anger.
I only know Wonderwall.
Okay.
Don't Look Back in Anger is
And,
really good.
and also, Noel is the one who did the principal songwriting in general, so... Anyway, there's like this whole documentary about Noel, and he was going through all the old Oasis songs, and Oasis is incredible. He's incredible. Just such an amazing songwriter. No one's interested in this? For fucking real? Oasis is one of the best bands of the 90s.
Oasis is great.
Yeah, they're really good. Yeah.
So, James, I don't actually. He's a composer and multi-instrumentalist, not a singer.
Oh yeah, I don't sing. Sorry.
He doesn't sing.
I wish I could make low notes. Like,
James said, "Can you play an original with vocals?"
oh shoot, man.
Can you play an original at all?
On
Have you ever made anything yourself?
God damn it, Nathan!
I have.
Step
but
your life up.
Most of my songs are either already recorded and you can hear them. I guess I got some stuff on my website, but like in terms of things I play, most of my stuff isn't just like I love my dog, stuff like that. It's a lot more fleshed out and nothing.
James says just fake it. It's fine.
So what you're saying is you're not so much a songwriter who sits down and writes a song like lyrics and a guitar piece. You typically are like augmenting a song that already exists by adding all of the bells and whistles of like a string section or keyboards, or like you're kind of somebody brings you a song and you do the rest of it.
Yes.
So it's hard for you to sit here and be like, here's my original song.
Yeah.
Because generally what you're writing is musical ideas, not as much of a song.
Yeah, but I mean, if he wants me to make up something on guitar.
He does, and you will.
Okay, so let me think like...
You can take a minute to think about it, because I want to respond to... So, for those of you who have watched the show and watch the stream on a regular basis, and know that I don't sing ever, that's kind of a lie. Because I do sing generally one time a year. And it's at a Christmas party. And I'm real drunk. And I only sing duets with James Jansen specifically.
What? I've never seen this.
There are videos out there. Once a year we do it. Did we do it this last year, actually? I'm not sure.
What duet? And what party?
It changes.
And why wasn't I invited?
It changes from time to time. We've done Baby It's Cold Outside.
What?
We've done, I don't know, I'm fucking drunk. I don't remember what we've done. I'm sure there's videos
So you're
somewhere.
telling me that each Christmas you drink a little too much.
Just
And then
slightly.
you do a
On
song.
Jesus' birthday.
Well, usually it's before Jesus' birthday. I think it's actually a Friendsgiving more than it is a Christmas.
Wow. I can't believe I've not been a part of this.
I feel like I would have come across this James guy before.
You have, I'm sure. You're gonna wing it right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna think of something. I'm just gonna think of something
Yep.
pretty. I just love... This could be calm.
You can say play composition, which that's
You got reverb now.
okay.
Do whatever you want.
Probably sounds like a lot of songs usually. Let me think.
Nice chord. Can I just say those are nice chords?
He doesn't even know what that is, Floppy.
If I had a looper, this would be amazing. It'd be some cool stuff, but...
That's cool.
Oh, I should bring in my pedal board. I have like a little bit of a looper on it. Sorry, Floppy.
So let me think. So I kind of like that. So
He doesn't know it.
the song.
Keep doing what you're doing.
So
You're trying to just put it in whatever he's playing. Hey, we can wing that. We're gonna try it for you, Floppy. We're gonna force Nathan to try it.
what is it?
You'll see. Stay in your zone. Nathan is in. By the way, everybody, Nathan is currently inventing music off the top of his head.
Yeah, this is nothing that's ever happened before.
That should blow your mind.
Tonight, we've totally invented music on this podcast. Other times.
Are you gonna sing, Nathan?
Just like these chords.
They're nice.
Anyway.
Are you gonna sing to it?
Oh, I can't sing.
The whole bottom podcast.
The whole bottle podcast.
That's true.
We need some PBRs on that, which we have plenty of in the other room. Let's try this.
Okay.
Three.
I really like
Four.
those chords. the breakdown. Oh. James should like this.
Yeah. Jack Black in it.
Your feet on the ground and your head in the clouds.
You know it so well.
I don't know the words.
I can't sing it.
Where's my mind? Oh, where is my mind?
Me too, James.
You know what's cool? You know what I like about what we're doing is, I don't know if it's like apparent to the mediocre musicians in the room or not, but like
Fuck you.
just fucking with you.
But I'm aware of it.
But I think what's interesting about what we're doing is, for those of you or maybe don't play music, like this is very, very common for musicians. It's like you start playing something and Nathan starts playing something and it makes me do something. I have a reaction, and then my reaction influences what he does, and back and forth. And like I'm sure that applies to other genres as well, or other mediums as well. But what's very fun about music is you get a couple people who play music together in a room. And Nathan and I are going back and forth with like vocals and guitar, but you could have like a drummer, a bass player, but like each thing that each person contributes or does influences what everybody else does, and vice versa. And there's this like interesting interplay where like we learn to like we're not making up what we do. But we have this like weird like telekinesis where we start like I hear the chords and I'm like, oh, he's playing Where's My Mind? Probably.
Yeah.
But like I'll sing it even if he wasn't what he meant, and then so it's fun stuff.
I love that.
Just
Yeah.
well, we've had a request a number of times
From
for
the
a
Dongus.
specific song
From the
that you
Dong.
don't know, but we have the chords and we're gonna see how good you can just
Okay.
fucking wing it.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you know?
Check.
Do you know the words?
Yep.
Here's the.
I might
chord.
need to see it. We'll see. I'll do my best job, but I'm not good at remembering
What is
lyrics.
this song?
Breakfast at
Breakfast at
Tiffany's.
Tiffany's. Requested by the floppy Dongus himself.
So how's the melody go?
Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum dun 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 dun.
You've heard
That's
it
the
before.
guitar rhythm.
You've definitely heard it before.
I guess. So like,
slower than that. Yep. That's right. You say
so 2, 3, 4.
we've got nothing in common.
No,
This
that
is
was hard.
Yeah.
We're
It's kind of a
making
hard
it happen
rhythm to
right now.
explain. Here, let me try strumming it for you.
Yeah.
While Steve play change chords. Oh, you don't have a pick?
No.
I was trying to get a pick. Now hold your hand.
He's
Me
holding
and Nathan
hands.
love each other. Wait, I'll tell you when to change, okay? Okay.
Okay.
Change. Change.
Okay.
Change. 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 You get it?
I've never heard this song in my life.
You've heard it. It's
We're
a fairly-
doing it together.
It's a real popular song.
Floppy's 19 and he knows it. You should know it at 25. Whatever. That's correct, yeah. Okay, now let me show you. That's the verse. Let me show you the chorus, okay? The chorus is this part. I said, what
For
about
you,
Breakfast
Floppy, we're
Tiffany's?
making it happen.
And I said, what changed? Change breakfast at Tiffany's, she said. What are you doing?
Wait, what?
Can I play it? I'll show you. I'll show you. I can play those chords. Although I don't know G over B, so I'm just going to do a G, okay?
This is a G over
So I'm
B,
gonna
right?
go. So I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? She said, I think I remember the things. This is not working right.
The whole bottle podcast gets real weird.
What?
And I said,
I'm gonna grab some beers.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, so.
That's the rhythm. I'm playing the wrong chord.
Like that?
Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and show me the verse again.
2, 3, 4. That's right?
Yeah. I'm gonna use Jury's mic so I can see the lyrics with you. Ooh, I get to send the medal. What an experience. This is so cool for me. Yeah. Okay, Floppy. Sorry, Jury, I gotta take your seat so I can see the lyrics with Nathan, okay? Take me to the verse.
What the fuck, brah?
We've got nothing in common. We're doing it. No common ground to start from. And we're falling apart. There we go. You'll say the world has
Taking my chair like a
come
bitch.
between us. Our lives have come between
Can't
us.
silence me. What are you trying to do?
I know yet you don't care. Chorus. 1, 2, 3, and I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? She said, I think
Only took her early, Liz, I
remember
promise.
the film, and as I recall, I think we both kind of liked it. And I said, well, that's the one thing we got. Okay, that's
Nice.
that was enough.
That was good. It was good. It was good.
Floppy, only for you.
Oh, give me back my goddamn spot.
Only for you would we make Nathan learn a song he's never heard before.
How did I have
live.
I did not.
I'm not nearly
audience.
drunk enough, Yames. You know that.
Wait, guys, you want to do Take On Me?
Thanks, Floppy.
Of
Yes.
course, Take On Me needs to happen.
Oh shit! I don't know if I could sing that
wait,
high, but I'll do it with you.
Wait.
You do it on the piano?
Take On Me's great, but what about Stop and Stare, though?
We've already done that once
that's
on The
fun.
Story of Us.
Yeah, but we could do it.
You want to do Ain't It
Live.
Fun?
Huh?
Just kidding. Let's
Check. Okay.
All right, Floppy says Take On Me. It is Take On Me.
Okay, we'll see how I do on this keyboard. It'd be fun if you had a better sound. Man, I'm just gonna stop whining.
What sound do you want?
Yeah, stop your whining.
Like
God.
just a synth kind of poly thing, polyamorous.
Polyamorous. Sounds exciting.
Apparently, everybody wants
I
to
don't
Take
know
On
the
Me.
lyrics.
so-
Yeah, keep it piano, because honestly, I won't be able to figure it out. Try. Nathan crashed everything.
How's the song go?
Yeah. Nice.
I'll take you up on that, Liz.
One thing I think's really cool about players like Nathan, and I can't do this, is Nathan can hear a song in his head and then like figure out how
Make
to
it
play
reality.
it like, really well. Yeah, I can't do that.
All right.
Okay, and then do you know the how to play the chorus?
Yeah, I actually have the chords here, so.
Chorus.
You're not required to sing, Nathan.
Sorry.
No, you're welcome to.
All right,
Check.
let's start from the top. So it goes.
Okay. I need more of the whole bottle. Let me know when you're ready.
Plus.
Okay, when you're ready, go. Woo! You gotta do your 80s dance. Talking away. I don't know what to say. I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for your love, okay, and take on me. Take
That's all you get there.
Take on me. I
words are.
Slowly learning that life is okay, and say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry, and take on me, take on me, take me on.
Take on me.
I'll be gone in a day or two.
Just two.
Oh, damn, reharmonizing it.
That's how it goes.
Wow. Can you do that? You gotta do the lead.
Oh, that part's like, see, it's kind of hard to
Brighten up.
Just the normal one. There you go. This is the part everybody likes.
Yeah.
Gives a little snappy. Oh, needless to say, I'm all to ends, but that's me. I'm stumbling away, slowly learning that life is okay, and say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry, and stay on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. In a day or two. One more time. Take on me.
Take me on.
Take me on.
Take on me.
I'll be gone in a day or two. In a day or two. Did you say Bryson?
What?
Did you say Bryson?
No.
Oh, well, he watches our YouTube. So, Bryson, this is
Bryson
for
will
you
watch.
in the future in England. I hope you appreciate me trying to sing with a British
James.
accent.
Got real weird real quick.
Yeah. I love you trying to talk sing. It's one of my favorites.
Talk, sing.
I'm not sure I ended
All right.
it like that.
I'm the best
That's
talker.
not
Now
awesome.
it's time for one of our favorite bits on the show. And by
Oh,
favorite,
God.
I mean we did it one time and it
It
wasn't
did
very
not
good.
go well. Did not go well at all.
Sorry, this alcohol is strong.
And this bit is called...
You say this alcohol is strong.
This bit is called
I know.
Talking
It's all right,
Through
I'll allow it.
Auto-Tune.
Talking.
Are we all set up right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're all
So we're all
in auto-tune
currently
right now.
auto-tuning.
No one can hear it. Well, I mean, we can't, but they can.
Well,
Can
now's
you give
the
us
time.
a C so we know where our scale is?
So
Take on me.
take on me.
I'll be strong. How's it go?
Just like that. That was
Okay.
perfect. Practically the perfect thing.
Wow.
I have no idea how this sounds
You
with
guys
auto
like
tune.
Tool, the band?
I love Tool.
Dude.
Can we get some Tool?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
auto tuned right now, which
Oh,
might make it
shit.
weird.
Auto-tool.
Can you get me some like lateralis? Well, surely. That's how it goes. That's good.
Well, who are you to point your fingers? I don't know how to play that song, honestly.
Yeah, that was
That was
black
the-
and white are all
Yeah.
I see in my infancy.
Dude,
Red and yellow then came
we
to
should
be.
start a Tool cover band.
I'm down for Duke, me, you, and you know Justin Erholtz.
Does he live here?
He lives in Memphis. He used to go Foothills.
Oh, no.
Me and he adventure shift together.
Ah.
Dude, he got me into Tool.
Dude, I know the pieces fit, man.
All right. Now that we're in auto-tune, I think what we're going to do, we're going to
Sing.
limit the time of this, but what we're going to do is auto-tune fun facts about the piano.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So see what you can do, okay?
I,
All right. Are you ready for your time to start? Nathan.
okay,
Yeah,
look
what's
at me.
up?
I was like, I don't know anything about the piano.
Well, we can alternate with questions here.
Okay.
All right, Nathan. You ready?
Yeah. What's up?
Take that guitar out of your hand. This is
Okay.
about the
This is
piano.
about the piano, son of a
Not some
bitch,
bullshit.
Nathan.
That's right. Okay, Nathan. If you had to answer, and you do.
Me too.
Okay.
How much does a grand piano weigh? In kilograms.
Don't fuck it
In
up.
kilograms?
Yep. It's a range. Just guess.
I guess between 500 and 800 kilograms.
Ooh, the upper range was 500. It was 200 to 500, so I'm going to say yes.
So now,
you
is a
got it
kilogram
right.
double what a pound is almost, kind of?
Oh,
Kinda
if I had
like,
known-
like
half.
a millimeter's half? No, because that would mean a grand piano is only 250 pounds. And that feels really light for
No,
a grand
no.
piano.
If it's double what?
It's double, that's what I said.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yet-
fuck you, Ryan.
Yet kilometers are half of a mile.
Not quite
Interesting.
half.
Not quite.
Ish. 100 kilometers is only 60 miles per hour.
Nathan, we're talking in
curious to see how-
auto-tune.
I'm really
so it
curious to see
helps
how this
you
sounds,
make
Tanner.
pitches in your
Okay,
talking.
sorry.
Because we
All right,
can't hear-
Nathan. Nathan, you question 2, jury.
Question 2. How many parts is a grand piano composed of?
I'm gonna guess parts. Man, I'm gonna guess 11,000.
Oh, that's actually really close. Weirdly enough, the actual answer is 12,000.
Makes sense.
But no, 10,000 are moving. So you're right in the middle of the range.
Wow.
Well done, sir.
Thank
What
you.
a random freaking number to pull out of your ass.
Well, just makes sense.
Oh.
Nathan, can you talk with a pitch? Yep, the auto-tune's
Or
working.
scream, that also works.
All right, question 3. How many strings does a grand piano have?
Well, what's 88 times 3 minus a certain amount? So 204. Probably like 190.
220 to
Wow.
230.
God, you suck.
Do you even play the piano?
Well, I forget where the drop off from 3 strings to 2 strings and then the 2 strings to 1 string is.
What is a grand piano's tonal range?
It's from. We'll see. So 4, 3.
God damn it, no
0.
cheating.
So like A0 to C8.
Well, I don't know what kind of fucking national nonsense you're talking, but the answer is
wait,
double
wait, wait.
bassoon
Okay, never mind.
to the available top note of the piccolo.
So that question was not even didn't give me any sort of.
Just don't ask the questions be easier. Don't ask the questions be
that was
easier.
cool.
Ask that you be better.
Yeah. Well, I was actually right. So okay.
What is the largest grand piano in the world?
I guess Bosendorf or something. I don't know.
The largest grand piano in the world is Stolomoe Kilometer.
How long is it?
This is the weirdest fucking thing we've ever done.
604 meters long, 252 meters
I was doing
wide.
FAQs about a random shit that nobody
187 meters
knows.
No way. This is not real.
1.8 centimeters. Wait, what?
Oh my word.
1.8 what high?
187 meters high. Unless
God.
Where is
unless
it?
it's 1.87 meters high, weighs 1.8 tons.
1.87
Here's the challenge.
wouldn't be
This-
that high.
This
What's your
person
5
has
points after
used
Pizza?
has used
It's so
commas
far.
as
I
a.
know this one in Charlotte.
I don't even know where that is. I don't know where anything is in Nashville.
Okay, one more piano question.
Wait,
We'll move
this
on.
is good.
Here, you can do the last question.
How much does the most expensive piano cost?
No, I'm gonna guess like 800,000. 800,000.
What a wimpy fucking guess, because it's 3.22 million USD.
I guess that makes sense.
Sound fucking weird? Because
Well, what's
Yeah,
made
it's
out?
great.
What's
You wanna
it
hear
made
I
out?
do really want to
Yeah,
hear it.
everybody can get a chance.
I really want to hear how I sound. Well, three. It's really hard to tell because like I'm also hear my real IRL voice, and also there's a very slight delay, which really throws me off every time. And when I talk just like this, there's no auto tune at all.
But do like pitches going through.
Yeah, it's fucking weird as shit.
Let me see. Let me see, brother.
And this is where all the viewers leave. Except for Floppy and Liz, because they're the true.
You got to be in your mic. Hold on.
Your
Take
mic.
it off for a second. I'll I'll give you more length. That's what she said. Let me see this
That's
real
what
quick.
she said?
Whoa.
Who are you to point your finger? Must have been out of your head. Wow, this is good.
Oh, we should do a harmony.
Wait.
Nathan, can you teach us to sing a harmony
dual
together?
harmony.
I love you, Nathan.
Nathan, can you teach us to sing a harmony? It's got to be like in C major,
Try
though.
flopping in Liz.
C major.
You're stuck with this forever. Bobby says I'm not allowed to leave. He says I'm holding a gun to his head. Suffer.
Okay, you do the C, Drew will do the E, and I'll do the G.
Fuck.
Go to a low register.
Wait. Give me the E. Give me the what I'm supposed to do.
You're doing the C, bro. We don't have 4 people.
And that's what a chord is.
Okay, take out the headphones for a second. Give us the C. We're a band.
Band done. National recognition. Big tour.
Why is it changing sounds all the time?
You're just jamming on, man.
Oh, I love that song. It's called On the Sunny Side of the Street. See if I can play it.
Yeah, go and play a
Do
song.
it. Play a song. Always.
Why is it what's up with it?
Just keep playing. It's
Okay.
fine. It's good. It's perfect. Your just ears are wrong.
Cool. The piano's doing something really cool while we're doing that. That's
Because
fun.
you're really cool.
Thanks. That was I'm not sure what happened, but that sounded fun.
Anyways, what? No, go ahead.
No, I had nothing to say.
You were just opening your mouth like a fool.
Yes.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Anyways, we gotta start wrapping it up because it's about that time.
Okay.
So, but before we do wrap it up, we gotta go. I want people to know. Number one, give us a summary for the new people of what you do, like a 30-second summary.
Shoot. Okay.
Number two,
Yes.
where can they find you?
Yeah.
And there's not quite a number three yet, so just those two.
All right. So I am a composer, arranger, multi-instrumentalist.
What
and,
instruments?
Guitar, piano, basically anything guitar related, but guitar and piano mostly.
Also, you teach.
I teach. Yes, that's how I make my money. So if you want lessons, take some lessons from me, or just ask me about
Both
music.
to
online
Thumbtack.
and in person.
Both
You go to
online and in person.
Thumbtack and search for Nathan Sepulveda.
Yeah, well, type in Nathan Sepulveda Thumbtack, and you'll find my profile, and then it'll be easy from there. Where you can find me was that Nathan Sepulveda Thumbtack. You can also just type in my name, Nathan Sepulveda. Sepulveda.
Liz, can you also post his Instagram and website one more time?
Yeah. Instagram and website. My website, I'll add a link soon, like today. A link to my my project, my thesis project that some of you guys might have seen. I have a video demonstration of that.
Yeah.
Um,
Super cool.
And I'll try to be a little more up to date on the blog of what I'm doing on that. But I think that's the most exciting thing I'm currently working on, because I work on it basically every day and try to make it better. And the programming is pretty fun about it. So yeah,
That's all the places. And
Yeah.
also, so next week you are going to be back here with Music Row Hideout on, is it Friday next week? Right.
Wait, Friday next week is Carmen.
Yes, I'm saying next week come
Yeah.
back so that you can see Carmen. It's on Friday.
Yeah, on
Friday,
Friday.
6:30 CST, which is Central Standard Time.
And fun fact, the song that we're going to be showing from Carmen, it's called Good Enough.
It's released today.
Released today. It's
you
out
can
now on
find it on
Spotify.
Spotify right now.
And the fun fact is Nathan actually played
like
acoustic
2
guitar
notes on it. Yeah, I played acoustic guitar.
Well, for acoustic guitar, we had 4 people playing around a microphone,
Oh, wow.
and Nathan was one of the acoustic guitars in it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So, and you can find us on Twitter, which is semi-inactive because Twitter I keep trying to upload the freaking profile pic, and it's like, no, fuck you can't do that, which is weird. I don't know if it's too big of a file or what, but anyways, you can find us on Twitter, you can find us on Instagram, you can find us join the Facebook group to join the conversation. You can find us on what am I
That's
missing?
it.
That's the thing.
The podcast.
You can find us anywhere you listen to your podcast. Oh,
we're
YouTube. That's what
podcasting
I'm
now.
missing.
YouTube.
Also find us on YouTube, and also, of course, here on twitch.tv/Obadiah. Make sure to hit a follow. You can also find Ryan Poole in his musical career at Ryan Poole Music on the things.
Did you just call me Ryan Pule?
Yes, I did, because that's your proper name and
Ryan
proper British.
Pule.
Is that
Ryan,
right?
P-O-O-L-E.
yeah, the proper British. It is the real. It's
Pule?
Pule.
Ryan
Yeah.
Pule.
Oh, I hate that.
P-O-O-L.
Everyone hates it. That's why nobody likes him. But
No
Ryan
one's ever
Poole
said that
Music
before just now.
or
just by the
Bird
way.
Rock Studios at the things.
Yeah.
If you want to elaborate, you're welcome to. You're
No,
not
that's fine.
required.
That's fine.
Anyway,
So-
guys, thanks for coming to hang out. As always, make sure to hit that follow button.
Yeah.
Subscribe if you're feeling. Make sure to check out Nathan.
Do you have a
Sepulveda.
song queued up for Nathan to go out on?
Do I have a song queued up? Kinda.
Is that a dramatic song I sent?
I have
Moody.
Moody.
Yeah, that's what it's called. I don't know what to name it. It's really
So
pretty.
we do have a song queued up that you can hear. I don't know. Is this a composition? Is this a song? What is this?
It's just a song, but it has no word. It's you can call it composition for all.
You'll hear what it is in just a
This
moment.
is music Nathan composed and created and made, and from his head, he
Yes.
was like, music!
And
And
this
then
is
out his
what's
fingers
spewed.
came out music.
Thanks,
and this
thanks
is that.
guys for coming to hang out. Of course, you can also watch me stream all the other times and
All
watch
throughout the whole week?
throughout the whole week, almost every day.
goddamn day.
Anyways, guys, thanks for
While
coming
we're
to hang
watching
out.
movies.
And I will see y'all next time.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. Bye.